All right, we're back. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the late night Sunday stream for my Pokemon card live shop. How's it going, guys? Jonathan says hello. What's up, Jonathan? Oh, man, we just started, and I already feel like I need to sneeze. I think there's a lot of dust in this room. I can feel my nose acting up. Ooh, look at this. 14 viewers, but only 6 likes. It's not right. All right, so I think we got this Shadowless card, if I recall, for Jeff Leon. I think it was Jeff Leon. Whew. What's up, Hippo Lover? So, we just have so many slabs, and I know for a fact we got more coming. This makes me very pleased. I'm happy to have such an excellent card inventory. That means at any time I can always get you guys new stuff for the table. I'm real happy with that. We got to make some room for some new slab prices tonight, I think. Excuse me. Let me pull off some of the older slabs that have not sold. They will return eventually. Yeah, we got tons of slabs. A lot of Topps cards, which is nice. They'll sell through slowly. I don't mind if they sell fast or slow. And we'll be having other types of Pokemon TCG stuff hit the table soon as well. Especially Cardos cards are getting graded. So I can't wait to have those very cool slabs. Cardos and Topps cards are not often talked about or thought about. So we're going to have tons of those old vintage slabs. I really like the weird stuff. I ought to get a new round of poker cards graded by SGC too. But I'm trying to get PSA to grade my poker cards. I hope they will. All right, so here we have some pristine hollows that have still not been priced up. Hold on, let's take a look. That's a Series 1 silver foil with the rays, right? That's the rays pattern on it. And that is Pristine 10 Weedle. Weedle Clan. What's up, Mr. Cardboard? What's up, man? So let's get a couple of these sleeved up, huh? We want to get some of the good stuff. We got some other stuff that hit the table, too. So here we have a Jasmine Steelix. That Hypno's been there before. Oh, here we are. We got a Primeape 10. Now, this is a Topps Chrome card. Okay, so it's different from Series 1. Let's see, what else hit the table? There was a couple other things. Oh, this Ivysaur. This is a pristine Chrome Ivysaur for $250. I feel like I'm missing something. I could have sworn there was something else. Did it get moved around somewhere? Oh, yes, here it is. All right, it's this Venusaur here. I've got this lovely Venusaur. Venusaur EX First Edition. This is the Japanese Full Art Venusaur from 2013. That's 9 years ago, everybody. Really nice card. $950. I'm just matching the cheapest buy now, as usual. That's the style that we do here, so I don't have to overthink it. And he's going to be one of those pricey slabs, and I'm in no rush to get rid of the nice pricey slabs because those are, in my opinion, the more investable ones. Speaking of investable slabs, that's a pristine Charizard. Pretty cool there. Check that out. Okay, it's pretty tough to get that pristine grade. So even if you were to open some booster packs with me today, you will probably not pull this guy, first of all, because there's only like a couple non-hollows in a box, 2 to 3 in a box. And there's like 36 packs in a box. And then even if you were to pull it, the chance of it grading pristine is very low because most cards coming out of these Topps boxes are sticking like mofos, which is exactly why he's $500. Here's a little $29 EVV Max. Here's a little $150 Topps Chrome Hypno. I'm all about these Topps cards, but take a look at this beautiful card too. We have this Wind from the Sea Tentacruel, and I'm looking at it, I'm thinking to myself, why am I even selling this? It's so beautiful. It's got a big swirl up by the head. Fantastic card, to be honest. So that's really cool. That will not last. I'm confident it won't. Okay, so we got a little more too. You guys are asking for more of the Ruby Sapphire Era cards. We have an Armaldo holographic reverse holo stamp from the Power Keepers collection for $250. What's cool about this Armaldo, he's real low pop, but he's actually, you know, he's not a crazy price yet. Have you guys noticed all the Ruby Sapphire Era cards have gotten real expensive over time, including this one as well? So this is the Delta Species Ditto. Now, in this case, the Ditto is like $800, I think, on eBay. Mine's $450, a much more reasonable price. So, I mean, like, that's way cheaper than the eBay price. Way, way cheaper. It's like half off. There's Golduck. Could be wrong about that. This is priced based on the other Ditto Squirrel that I have, and I can't remember I do need to look it back up, so in case I wasn't right. Mr. I had a PSA first edition fossil pack that you forgot to ship to me. It says Edwin Acosta. Yes, Edwin, didn't you contact me about that and then I printed a label? Hold on. Edwin, you contacted me about that yesterday and we printed you a label for it. So it has to go out on Monday. It's time to get lit, brothers. Yeah, we love Pokemons. Yeah, have no fear. Edwin, I printed a fresh label for you. So Mr. John will receive that label, and he has been given instructions to locate the slab and ship it. He says, did you? That's right, I did. I printed you a label, and I'm going to hand that to John, and John's going to go looking for that booster pack slab, okay? He's probably going to find it, too, because one of the interesting things is it's actually easy to accidentally miss shipping one of the booster pack slabs. I don't blame John this time. Our system, the booster pack slabs are so large, they get stored in a separate box, and it's not a very large box. It turns out there's not a lot of people who own the booster pack slabs. So when you're shipping, sometimes you forget for every single order, you got to check that box. So, you know, it's not a perfect system, unfortunately, but those booster pack slabs, they're just really awkward. But have no fear, we're going to get that ship out to you. That's why whenever you guys order shipping, if you mention that you have a booster pack slab, I'll write it down on the label so it doesn't get missed. Here we are. And it still might get missed. You never know. Whoa. Pristine hollows. This is some real collectible stuff. Series 1 Pristine 10s. These are like unbelievably hard to obtain, guys. Do you understand how rare these are? These are very beautiful. Okay, we've got Nidoking here. Gorgeous. I'm only here for my friend Nathan. Happy early birthday, Jen. My farts smell like Guatemala. Now, I don't think I have any competition for these slabs at all. And so I'm probably going to put a price on them, and it's just going to be a made-up price. This is going to be a gut price about how I feel about these cards. Do you see this? These are Pristine Top Series 1. These are not like Topps Chrome. You see this card? Here's the pattern I'm noticing. Topps Chrome, you find these as 10s pretty easily. I think I know what's going on. With Topps Chrome, they don't stick. With Top Series 1, they stick in almost every single box. Almost every box of Topps 1, they stick. So huge difference between Topps Chrome and Top Series 1. Plus, the Top Series 1 have a unique look to them. You see that? Very different. So these are going to look very different from this guy over here. He has a bit more of a, there's very different appearance. I value these more because I understand how truly rare they are. Not only are they hard to grade, because almost every single time you get a box, they stick. But there's like I want to say there's like 8 different variants. This is what a lot of people don't understand. There's like 8 different variants of the hollow. So this is silver foil, and it's the silver ray pattern, what they call second print. This is the silver ray pattern. There's 4 different patterns, and then you can either have silver foil or rainbow foil. See? So rainbow foil, silver foil, and then there's graphic number 1 is just smooth. Graphic number 2 is silver rays. Graphic number 3 is starburst. No, I'm sorry. Graphic number 3 is teardrop, and graphic number 4 is starburst. So these are, this is some real good stuff right here. That being said, I don't know what I'd like to price them at, but I know I don't want them to be very cheap, because if you won't buy them at a high price, I would be happy to just keep them in my personal collection. What are your thoughts on Bandai Cardhouse Prism cards, red or green version? Do you have any? Yeah, I got a couple. They're pretty cool. I like them. They're real old, and I got the Charizard, so I'm not really worried about the rest of the cards in the set because I grabbed myself the Charizard. I got the Charizard and I grabbed the Gengar, and so I'm pretty set. I will share my thought on the Prism card, though. They seem to be overpriced. So I don't know what the heck makes them so expensive. I get that they're rare. There's a lot of rare cards out there, guys, but damn, they're expensive. So I worry some rich guys like myself are already driving the price up on those. They might not be a good card to pursue. I'm very wary of them. Yeah, I'm very wary of them. Yeah, so those Cardos cards. There may be a lot more that need to be graded, so the population might rise rapidly, primarily because they're not very well known. So people know Topps cards, but like the Cardos cards are so bizarre. A lot of people don't know about them. So over a longer period of time, you'll probably see populations rise on them, and that should reduce their costs. So if you buy in right now, you could be buying in when there's a lack of supply. And yeah, I saw TCA Gaming, though. He had that Blastoise, the red Blastoise. I did look at it. I considered it for a minute, but I was like, no, I got to move. Got to move to a new home. The Golduck for $100. What a steal. Pristine Golduck. Very nice. That is a pristine grade on a square cut Topps card. So hard to get this grade, guys. You don't understand. All right. So Tentacruel. All right. These are my honest thoughts on what I'd like to sell this card for. I would like to sell this card around $600. You can say that that's kind of pricey. I think it is. For Venomoth, Venomoth is going to be cheaper at $550. This is the real stuff, guys. This is like the meat. You know what I mean? Go. This is Tentacruel. I'm not even looking on eBay for the prices on these. Now, if you find a pristine one at a much cheaper price from Series 1, let me know about it, and I'll adjust my price to be competitive. Here's Meowth. Tell people, well, then don't buy it. That's my feelings on these. They're for sale if you really, really, really want one. But if you don't want them at this price, that's okay, because I'll keep them. I really like them. I think they will be easy to show off on social media. Can you check if you have another bag for Mitchell Delaney? I got my cards in the mail, but I was missing a decent amount of them. I had 2 bags at one point. Okay, so Mitchell Delaney might have 2 bags, he's saying. So as you can see, these are all real expensive. It has a lot to do with, again, multiple issues here. They're print Series 1. They are grading pristine. That's very difficult to obtain. I think they're actually always going to be very low pop. I do not think the population on these will change much. What are the Charizard and Gengar grade? Charizard and Gengar. I don't know what you're talking about. So these are just some real expensive pristine cards. And again, I don't mind holding on to these over time. Such lovely cards. Really lovely. Now, where shall I set them? We go put them there. All right. What was the question? Hold on. Somebody had a question for me. Oh, Mitchell Delaney. We're looking for you right now, Mitchell. He says, it felt like I didn't get all my cards. Okay. Michael Vasquez, Miguel, Mitchell McQuigg, Muhammad. Okay, that was box number 1. Mitchell Delaney. I'm bricked. Michael Curtis, Mike Hoover, Miguel, Michael Ragonin, Miguel Perez. All right, you're not in there. Checking the big MI overflow box. We got a Merrick up here. Oh, could it be this? There you go. Yay! We found you. All right. You were missing a couple cards. It's not a huge amount. But yeah, you detected that correctly. Look at this. On the bag, I wrote 2 question mark. So it got separated somehow. Don't worry, we're going to ship this out for you for free. I apologize for that. It was actually in an overflow box, which it shouldn't be in the overflow box. You know why it shouldn't be in the overflow box? Because it's a really small bag. You don't expect to find a small bag like that in the overflow box. So I probably didn't go looking for it. And I probably didn't see it. Here we are. Man, those Topps cards are priced really high. No, I agree. They're pretty high. You can see I'm not displaying them on the table. I was just showing them off for a little bit. We're going to get some other cards priced up too, okay? Now, I want to talk about if the card grades 9. If the same holographic Topps card grades 9, it's really not that valuable. That's because, in my opinion, there are going to be tons of Topps 9 cards. They will all mostly grade 9. Very few of them will actually obtain PSA 10, and then even fewer of those will actually be eligible for the Pristine 10. Because again, I've just opened so much Topps at this point. I'm so confident. They're all in such trash condition. I mean, even when you get a less sticky box, they're in awful condition. All right, let's see. But to get a Pristine 10, that's just not easy. It's not easy to get that on one of the holographic cards. I'll also point out the non-holo cards. You'll probably see more of the 10s with at least the non-holo cards. Here we go. But to get that on a holo card, it's just supremely difficult in my opinion. All right, we got a Poliwag. So you might see a lot of Poliwag 9s over time. You got Dizzy and the Chills at work. Uh-oh. There we go. Pristine means premium pricing, especially for these square cut cards. Yes. These old sticky Topps cards. Mister, what's up, Blues Taken? So you can see this guy's way cheaper at 35 bucks. Someone's going to snatch that. But that's because a lot of Topps cards are going to grade 9. It's difficult to accomplish the 10 with this particular card set. It's kind of like XY Evolutions a little bit. A lot of XY Evolutions grades 9. Very, very little of it grades 10. Just like that. It's very similar. So we got a little Caterpie here. What's the music? This is Minecraft. Get out of my room, I'm playing. I gotta get that sound effect. By the way, I saw that Mike's site got us a bunch of new sound effects. A bunch of new sound effects. Here's a little Caterpie, very adorable. Do you think graders sometimes gatekeep graded 10s to uphold market value for specific cards? Not at all. I really don't think that's it. I think that what you discover is that some card sets have a pattern of failing 10 because of print quality. That's what you have. So if I were to open a booster pack of Top Series 1 for you, it's going to be damaged all over the place. It's going to have a print line in it if it's not damaged. And then you've got other sets that just print perfectly. And that could be like a modern Japanese set. Just printed so well. Really good centering. Very rarely a print line. Definitely no white dots on the corner, right? So it's a print quality issue. So you see these patterns with certain sets and they fail the print run really badly. Burning Shadows is an example of that too, by the way. So Burning Shadows is hard to get a 10. Are they gatekeeping Burning Shadows? No, just, you know, they just printed it like Garbo. So now everything in that set is really expensive as a 10. All right. Okay, so this guy's a little pricier. That's what you'd expect. He's War Turtle, right? There's that War Turtle looking very fine. Venonat. So these are really cheap. It's crazy the difference between a 9 and a pristine 10, isn't it? And that's because there's going to be a lot of 9s out there over time. Everyone kind of understands that. The demand is much lower as a 9. It's cheaper to collect. So you can own you can own one pristine 10 or like 29s. You know, that is in my opinion a style of collecting. But rich guys drive up the price of the 10s. That's just how it is. Rich guys go, I only buy 10. And then the 10s end up being like 4, 5, 6 times more expensive. If you flip it, it's a 6. Oh, wow. LeChonk is always here. Ooh, yeah, we're getting closer to the release of the new Pokemon game. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Oh, I spelled that wrong. Oh, no, okay. Wow, this card, I didn't realize this Pokemon has such a weird name. Victory Bell. Victory Bell. Okay, well, we will just go with the made-up price because there are none for sale. So we'll do 45 on Victory Bell. Do you think the XY era is a good, safe place to invest in Pokemon? I definitely think that. I think that you should expect to see XY populations rise, but at the same time, you should expect to see the price of the sealed product rise too. And you're definitely going to see some of the chase cards in that set go up in value as people discover how difficult it is to actually grade those 10. Yeah, excellent set. All right, I'm ready to start opening some cards, guys. Hey, we got 170 people here. I appreciate you being here. Let's go through the lists. Okay, we got the pack break. There's no new box break until this is done, and I lowered the price of it, okay, by $2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 people are in. We need 33 people. That's the pack break. Speaking of the pack break, we have the battle boosters. We're not doing Paradigm Trigger anymore. So this battle booster, you have a 1 in 9 odds of taking 4 spots in the Gym Heroes pack break. That's 4 spots. It's pretty good. It's a good value. Here's the large. The large keeps moving. Okay. I took this spot back from Tiffany James, who ran a massive $2,600 chargeback on me. Here's the sublist for the large. Here's the burner slab and the giveaway slab. They're actually pretty close to each other. So I wonder which one will finish first. My bet, the Charizard, because it's more exciting. Okay, I think I showed you everything. I'll show you the slabs as time goes by. We'll be rotating through the slabs. Jump over here. Jeff Leon. He says, to Mashoku, 2 rented girlfriends. To Mashoku, 2 rented girlfriends. Sheesh, a big charge. Yeah, that's a real big chargeback. I got contacted by some guy on Instagram. I'd never met him before. He's a verified user with a whole bunch of followers. And he's like, did you get charged back from somebody named Tiffany? I was like, yes. So Tiffany was going around buying from everyone and ran a massive chargeback. What's the $100 list for? That's called the large. It's a reserve list of $100 booster packs. And in the booster packs are really expensive really expensive Pokemon card slabs, like PSA, CGC, that kind of stuff. They're very scary. They're very, very high risk because you could pull a hot booster pack with the slab in it, or you could pull a cold booster pack and it'll have an energy card in it, which is not worth $100, obviously. So you will lose $100 very quickly. So yeah, it's Pokemon card booster pack. Spend all your money, and some of you guys will get something good, and some of you won't. I'm better. I am better. All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Jeff. Jeff Leon, were you the guy I bought the Shadowless Machoke for? You said we couldn't find it. This is for you. He arrived. So Tiffany was scamming everyone. I'll make a clip out of it. Yeah, Tiffany, I don't know what Tiffany did. Tiffany could be a kid. It could be a very confused person. Or it could be a 40-year-old stinky guy trying to run a scam. I don't know, but I think Tiffany's about to get into a lot of financial trouble. All right, so let's finish these up. Boobies. Okay. Nothing too crazy in that round. And if it is with PayPal, then side with the buyer, unfortunately. No, that's not true. PayPal sides with me all the time. I don't know what you're talking about. And the first thing I did was call PayPal, and they said, don't worry, you got buyer's protection. I'm sorry, seller's protection. That's the first thing they said. They said, you're going to be covered by your seller's protection. So PayPal runs investigations and stuff on situations like this. Yeah, PayPal often has me win. They say, no, undo that chargeback. Undo that chargeback. I need a drink. They're a seller's protection. You're a legit business, so you're good. That's right. I've been doing a lot of business with PayPal. My account with PayPal is pretty damn old. I think it's like 14 years old. And we do massive numbers of transactions that are very legitimate, and PayPal sees that. And then it sees this one instance of all these chargebacks and goes, that's fishy. You know what I mean? Kansas City game was so good tonight. Kansas City game? Wow, that's like near where I live. I need to go on a vacation to Kansas City. That'd be fun. Here's a butt free. Very nice. Here's a Pikachu Series 1, second print. Blaine's Gamble. A Charmeleon. A Pristine Alakazam. Wow, such a large price difference once it hits that Pristine. Very crazy. Hey, at least she got scammed. Mister, are you getting OP2 One Piece Japanese? Yeah, if you look in the menu, you can see it's already listed. So we are definitely getting it. Gretchen Callejas. Callejas? Hey, mister, it's Gamer Kenpachi. Can I have 5 Japanese Pokemon Go? Yes, you can. They would hate to lose you over 2,600 when you spend several hundred K a year. Yeah, that's true. All right, you ready? I see pre-order. How does that work? You just order some packs, and I write you down on a little card, and then when the product arrives, you say, hey, open my stuff, and I say, oh, okay, let's go open your stuff. It works just like that. All right, here goes. So you've got La Prasse, Gretchen, Mr. Gretchen. Here is Executor. Mister, any ETA on when you're getting Silver Tempest? As soon as possible. It's all ordered already, so it's just, you got to remember, they got to ship it out to me, and it's got to actually arrive. I live in the wilderness. You'll say, me, 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 me. Here we are. Look at that Blastoise. Okay, that's for Gretchen. Did Emoji Boy get his... Yeah, he got his slab. I shipped it to him. I definitely did. I shipped it right to him. Okay, Gretchen. I really did. Aha! I found you back. How's it going, Mark Morales? David Capistrand says, using my store credit, 10 chili paints. Okay, give me a minute. I'm charging back smoochies. 10 chili paints. I was watching this TikTok of a guy who bought a bunch of Fusion Strike ETBs, and all I could think is like, that is the worst thing to buy right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So why would you buy that? Fusion Strike ETBs? There must be a gazillion of those out there. It's not rare at all. Did you ship me, mister? I didn't see the email. Whenever you guys ask a question like that from chat, I got no clue what you're talking about. All I know is your name is Omega Jose. No clue what you... How can I help you? I have no clue who you are. Fusion is fire. Sleep. Here's a sleep. And sleep. All right, here we are. First thing you got to do is tell me your name, because I don't remember everyone. Sometimes I remember. Oh, Jose Maldonado. Okay, so we should know that one really easy. Well, I'm not seeing you here. I'm going to guess we shipped you. Sometimes the email shows up. It could be from Derek Caton. It could be from stamps.com. Did you try checking your email associated with your PayPal address? Here's Metagross. I ordered one smoochie for free. Where is it? Let me go get it. David Capistrand. Did you say clock back? I did. Copy that, mister. Seville. Grappalock Greedent. Mister, you got smoochies? Here's Cobalion and Articuno. There we go. I have one Fusion Strike ETP. I think I'm going to open it. Here's Shuppet. Yeah, why would you hold on to Fusion Strike ETB? That's like the goofiest product, dude. Nobody's getting a hard wiener over Fusion Strike ETB. David Capistrand. He had, what surprised me was how much he had of it. He just had like this stacks and stacks of the ETBs, and I'm thinking, why wouldn't you just buy the booster box? The ETBs are so overpriced anyways. In 40 years, Fusion Strike will be worth $1 billion. And so will everything else. Everything else goes up in price at the same rate. Except some stuff is actually rare. And Fusion Strike is not. How's the line? There's no point in asking that. I'm always going to say it's short, okay? No reason to ask. What's up, David? Trent Caswell, 52 my slab away. What's up, Trent? Trent? But to be specific, we had a really busy day yesterday. And it is a Sunday night, so I don't expect tonight to be as busy. It is a Sunday night. Sunday nights are not as crazy as Saturday night. All right, give me a moment. Let me go get more Minecraft. Wow, you guys really like the Minecraft. I'm going to have to think about that, huh? I might have to get some of these graded myself. It's already Monday, says Rolling Panda. One, two, three, four, five. Here we go. All right. I have to figure out how to order from Mr. David. Real simple, David. You just use PayPal. Go to the description of the live stream and send me money on PayPal and tell me what you want when you make the order. Because it'll let you leave a message, right? And you'll see prices for what you can buy there, too. Mr. Arso, you think Pokemon Center ETB is better than normal one? Oh, I don't have an opinion on that either. I don't know why anyone would collect the ETBs when they should be collecting cases, sealed cases of booster boxes. That's what you really ought to be collecting, is a sealed case full of 6 booster boxes. That's the legit product right there. Who cares about ETBs? I mean, some sets you have to collect as ETBs. Pokemon Go, Hidden Fates, Shining Fates, Champion Path, that's different. But then you got sets that you can just go get a booster box, and it's just better. I'm better. All right, Trent. Ooh. Let's get these all lined up over here, Trent. Oh, Steve. 30 packs in Japanese, right? Some sets are 30 packs, some sets are 20 packs. Depends on what set you want. Edson waiting for November to end before he opens his Weiss case. There we go. 10, 20, maybe 30. That's right. Paradigm Trigger is 30 packs, Sun Fan. Here we are. That's right. Thoughts on V-Star Universe? It looks fantastic. Looks great. I want to buy a case of One Piece. Have you seen the Pixar Weiss cards? Yeah, I just can't get into it. I can't get into it. I'm not really into like Disney Pixar. I dislike Disney so much, even that extends to Pixar. Just not a fan. I feel like it's a ruined thing for me in a way. I don't know what I dislike selling more. Metapoo or Disney? Actually, I think I'd rather sell MetaZoo. I would feel better selling MetaZoo than Disney stuff. Oh. I probably ought to get it anyways, just because I know people will buy it. You know what I mean? That's actually true about Metapoo too, but it's still not on the menu. Pixar and Disney, big trash. There we go. I'm going to send Mr. some tickets to Disney California. I would probably take those tickets and sell them to somebody, and then I would use the money to buy more Pokemon cards. Here we are. That's the appropriate thing to do with that. And I would thank you, but I would get some Pokemon cards instead of wasting that money standing in line for a lower quality roller coaster. Ooh. Saw a ton of Dragon Ball cards at my local show. It's beginning to blow up. It's beginning to look a lot like Dragon Ball Z. How's your weekend? Oh, pretty good. We went back to the Haha Tonka State Park. Such a beautiful park. Shockingly beautiful. But I feel like we've figured the whole park out now. Like we've walked the whole thing. So it's less mysterious. And I noticed it's not as fun when you know it all. So yeah, I'm like already thinking about where else can we go walking. Oh, that one's got a little white corner, unfortunately. All right, I love it, Trent. These look really nice. You got the chicken. There's a panda. Dolphin. Wither skeleton. Pretty neat. Steve. Mr. Trent. It's beginning to look a lot like... It is beginning to look a lot like Christmas. It really is. We had a full moon tonight. I went outside to take some trash out. You could see everything. The whole, like the woods were lit up. Crazy, man. That must have been good hunting night back in the day for the cavemans. Is it really called Haha Mountain? It's called Haha Tonka State Park. Yup. Haha Tonka. I don't know where the term comes from. It's probably like an Indian name, to be honest. It's kind of cool. It's catchy. Once you say it a couple times, you're like, oh, it kind of rolls off the tongue. We got an order for Joe Peter Alexander Harris. It's me, Joe Harris, shipping all my slabs. This is a total of 27 slabs, 15 PSA slabs, 6 CGC, and 6 TCCG slabs. My address and PayPal is correct. If you need the exact slabs and grades, let me know as I have them all listed. It's Joe Harris. Oh, my name's Joe Harris, and this is my Pokemon card shop. Does that joke get tiring? All right, give me a minute. So we have shipped to you before. Address starts with 34, just like you said. I'm going to go log into PayPal because it did not store your phone number from last time, so I have to go find your phone number. Okay. I'm always surprised when we go to that state park. There's a lot of, it's surprisingly like diverse, which you don't get a lot of out here in Lake of the Ozarks. And so you get people like speaking other languages like, wow, you really came to America to travel to the middle of nowhere, Missouri? It seems weird because it's such a remote state park. It's really out of the way. But yeah, you get people, they're speaking like different languages from like Asia and stuff like that. And it's like, out here? The middle of nowhere, Missouri? Wow. All right, let's see. So, Joe. I don't like how some of the artworks on the cards is done by graphic design studios now instead of individual artists. Soon all cards will be designed by graphic companies. Just another reason to go collect classic vintage cards, man. Do you have the other Charmander tops, the Raindrop foil one? Yes, and I believe it was, what, $40? He was back here, was he not? Here he is. Oh, he was $50. That 4.9 got me, tricked me. So we're printing a label for Mr. Joe Harris. And I now have his email, so I can do a search through all of the messages he's ever sent me. We're looking for the last time he shipped. Okay, let's see. Joe Harris. Here it is, Joe Harris phone number. Grab all that. Very good. And now we're going to give you a medium rate box. In fact, it is not $80. It is a whopping $90 to ship this now. Back in the day when we agreed to $80, it was cheaper. And so the price in shipping to Australia now has gone up almost $9 for this box. $88.68 is just shy of 90. Wow. Whoa. All right, let's see. We're going to say that this is a kid's toy. Okay, and we're going to say that this is 15 pounds. I think that's plenty of weight. I'm going to claim it has a lower value. I don't know if that could get you in trouble, but I hope it saves you money. I have to order some postage. Dude, I should just start ordering this $1,000 at a time. It's going to be accepted. Yeah. So normally I do 500. We're jumping all the way to $1,000 this time for postage. Okay, good. So Joe Harris, I've got your label now, so that's the important part. Now let me reread your original message. Shipping all slabs. This is a total of 27 slabs, 15 PSA, 6 CGC, 6 TCCG. All right. So why don't we write John a note here? All slabs, 27 PSA, 6 CGC, 6 TCCG. 1 PSA slab is a pack slab. One pack, slab. I think you'll understand that. Oh, that's John. You already set aside on the table, ready to go. Oh, cool. Very good, John. John was aware that you have a bazillion slabs, so he said, why don't we just pull this guy out of the Joe box? Here we are. All right, Mr. John, I left you that note. John, Jawn. So I went to PayPal to see if my info is correct, and I can't change my address. That sucks. That's weird. It won't let you change your address. That's not right. Normally it would. Okay, here is Pristine Charmander. So is that 2 of them? Ah, I see. So 150 and 160. So what I recommend is someone buys this one, and then the price goes up to 160 after that, okay? What do we have here? Polyrath. A lot of these Topps cards are priced up now. Ooh, Pikachu, Venusaur Celebi, Sandslash Pristine, and a PSA 9 Ivysaur. Cool. Paul Newman, slap me that there Primeape Topps card. Okay, let's find him. There he is. Paul Newman. All right, you're all set up. Thank you, Paul. I seen someone in a Facebook group selling a bunch of Topps cards. I thought about you because of the pricing. Yeah, it's interesting to see how the prices change very rapidly between a Pristine 10 and a 9. There's a really big price jump because it is so damn hard to get the Pristine. As you know, these cards have pointy corners, and just about anything can cause them to lose that pointiness. You know, when they're in the box, just if the box gets bumped real hard every single card on that side of the box will have a blunted corner. I said blunt. And so it's so easy to lose that 10 and end up with the 9 because of those pointy corners. But also, you know, many of these cards have print lines in them. I've graded these before. You see print lines on the back all the time. There's print line, print line, print line. And then on top of all that, you have this horrible problem where all the cards stick together. So even when a card looks like it took no damage from the sticking, if you tilt the card like this, you start to see a sort of residue. They almost always take damage from sticking. It's very rare for them not to. Hey, mister, was Dark Magician Girl arrived yet? It's Sunday. I didn't get any mail on Sunday. All right. Who's next? Weston Miller for Major League Baseballs. Okay, we could do that. Weston Miller. I wanted to show you somehow just so you can see the people are pricing them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Are they pricing them real high, real low? I want to point out another thing. This is better than a PSA 10. So this Pristine 10 is harder to obtain than a PSA 10, right? So we've got a, you know, let me give you an example actually. So this is a PSA 10, right? That's a PSA 10. But when you actually zoom in, you find that PSA lets little things go by sometimes, like that little white dot there. Or how about that there? That little upper edge there. So, you know, and CGC doesn't let that go by them. CGC says, no, that's not pristine. They say that's a 9.5 at best. Yeah, that would probably be CGC 9.5. All right, they're pricing them pretty high, says David. Oh, very interesting. Mister, I need that. No, that's from shaking, mister. Could be. Yeah, it could be. Interesting topic. Mister, I'm going to Japan in 2 weeks. Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa! Tell us all about it when you get back. Jeff Leon's Machoke is a missing slab. Yes. All right, here it is. I bought that, Mr. John. So that card cost me $60. I just replaced a missing Moltres as well for Patrick Strader. I think it may have been misshipped to a different guy. And that cost me $150. So I'm down $210 in that mix-up. Here we go. Let's see what we got. It's very pricey. All right. Oh, okay. That's a rookie card. All right. Ooh, is that the replacement? It is. Here we are. You can just type the number also. Here we go. Yeah, shipping's a dangerous job, man. Let's see. Oh, I like this. That's nice. All right, let's do this. Japan. How's the line? Good question. There we go. I thought it was the one gone. My bad. No, that would have been nice, though. You're like, hey, that could be the missing one. There we go. No signatures in there. This is for Weston Miller. $5 extra to ship all the bulk in the don't have to tell the stream. Mr. Weston, I would ship them all together if you ordered a round of shipping. Is that what you did? Did you order a round of shipping? All right. Well, it had a name on it. He had a wife, you know. Her name was Buttocks Incontinentia. We need to get that sound effect. Here we are. Let's leave these up. So Weston. Let me figure out what's going on with this order, Weston. So you bought, these are 9 each. You bought 4 of them, $36. Okay. So 36 plus 8 plus 5. Yeah, okay, so he is ordering a round of shipping. I get it now. No problem, man. Yeah, let's do this. Help you out with this. Why not? Now we got to find your bag. William Chaffin, William Henry. Oh my God. Hold on, let me grab this whole bag. Former cheaters. Who's a former cheater? Weston Miller. Sore losers. Who's a sore loser? Did some of these baseball players do a no-no? A naughty nooner? Astros suck pee-pee. Very interesting. What? The Astros. Go Red Sox. Yes. I too think that they should go. Everyone an Astros fan, people I've heard even mention baseball. Dodgers baby Stites said Red Sox. What are we talking about? Who? The Astros just won the World Series on Saturday. Baseball? People watch baseball? What are we talking about? Here we are. Go LAFC. There we go. The World Series. What is that, like baseball or something? Baseball? Huh? What are you talking about? Who's playing baseball? Isn't that like where you take a stick and you hit a ball really hard? All right, Weston. Mr. Weston. Ooh. Got quite a bit heavier with that extra bulk, huh? That's how it works. Yeah, your bag goes from a small bag to a fat bag almost instantly. Funny how the World Series only has USA and Canadian teams. Wait, the Canada can play in the United States World Series? There we go. I wouldn't know I'm a Bersian. A Bersian? Is that a butt version? Next up, we have Manuel Bravo. 2 Pokebras. Ooh. Let's see what you got. Okay. That's lovely. Bronzong. Yes. 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 Okay. I like the first pack a little better. That's for Manuel Bravo. Holy. That's not bad. Let's grab your bag, Manuel. Mr. Manuel. Manuel. Hee-hoo. Greenback Pokemon cards. There's greenback code cards. There's greenback poker cards. That would be the Venusaur set. Here we are. Manuel Bravo. Rip Aaron Carter. I heard about that. Aaron Carter, like, overdose or something like that. Thomas Yonan. 3 Star Wars Galaxy 1. Heck yeah. All this time later, people still enjoy themselves some Star Wars Galaxy 1. Heck yeah. Printed by Topps. This set was printed in like 1991 or something like that. It's real old. It's got some sexy cards in it. It's got some cool cards in it, like Darth Vader. Totally gradable. Yeah, I should take some of these and grade some of these too. You guys would probably recognize them. You'd be like, oh, how fancy. Okay. Mister, do you think Battle Styles is worth it? Maybe. It's worth it if you pull the hit out. Oh, there's a sexy card right there. That's worth it. Forget about Battle Styles. Start pulling Jabba the Butt. Holy hoochie mamas. Yo, I thought this was for family friendly. Damn, that's some hips and some butt. I'm impressed. Sometimes I feel like Jabba the Hutt. I get this gorgeous wife, And I'm just like this kind of like nerdy, gross card collecting guy. How did that happen? Must be so lucky. Here we are. There we go. Like, damn, how did I land this beautiful girlfriend? Uh-huh. I must have tricked her or something. I need to go tell my wife I love her. I wish I could slip in Jabba the Hutt. Oh my god. There we go. Mr. Admit he's a basement-dwelling slime. Jabba the Hutt really is. He's like the mascot for card collectors in some ways. Wouldn't you agree? All right, so Thomas Yonan. We're a little gross. Something about card collecting. Oh, my precious. You know what I mean? It's just a little creepy. There's a creepy side to card collecting. Yeah, this is my Pikachu. I keep it in a jar. Don't tell me what to do with my life. All right. Call me doctor. Doctor. Can't you see I'm looking at butts? Man, your bag's so full of all these bulk type cards. You got a lot of bulk type cards. There goes away my NNN. Never Stop Nutting November. There was another mass shooting, Philadelphia. Oh yeah, I heard that. I heard about that. Do-do-do-do.
Screw the Astros. They're definitely pumping up needles in their bats. They are cheating again, Moon.
Those damn Astros. Mom! Whew. You know, all of the insane murder we have in America is not so normal in like Europe. I bet if they came over here and they're like, how many murders did you have in a week? Oh, you know, it was like 10 murders in one city. They'd be like, what? Here's Pikachu. Pikachu. Yeah, we got a crime problem, man. Man, he's super cute. I like Pikachu. Whoa. Whoa. Look at that mega swirl. Here's a pricey one, boys. Only for rich guys. Rocket Scyther First Edition 10. Very hard to get the 10 on that card. By the way, you have to understand part of why this is so expensive. He's probably like Pop 70 or something. Let me look it up. It's not enough to just see the price. You need to understand the price. Okay. I love living in a crime-ridden society. So not Pop 70. 70 was probably the last time I looked at it. It is so much higher now. You won't believe it. It is now Pop 80. Wow. After like a full year. One full year later. And it is about Pop 80. Oh, yeah. You know this card's really going to be dropping in price any day now. Pop 80. And this is a mainstream set. This isn't like some weird oddball set. It's Gem Heroes. This set, Gem Heroes, was released immediately after Team Rocket. So this is like still in the full swing of card collecting. Whew. Drill it. Wow, you guys are getting crazy with the drill. What have I done? You know what I should do? I should get like a super sharp guillotine. And we should like send cards to the guillotine sometime. That centering isn't great, isn't it? Hold on. Is it top to bottom? I don't know. It looks pretty decent to me. There we go. Did you see Heritage Auctions the other day? I don't watch Heritage every day. I'm aware of them. I know they had some cards finished, like the... weren't there like two of the illustrators? One went for like 600,000. The other went for like 500 or something like that. Mister, my dad said your drill bit was dull. Hey! All right, let's see. Andrew Hyatt says, hi, Mister. 1 Pokebrow, 1 XY Evolutions. It's dull on purpose to make the pain higher. Here's Rapidash. And wow, that's actually pretty good. Cardos, Nidoking, Cardos, Rapidash. Do you still have that mislabeled Wave 1 Lightning for sale? Yeah, if you're interested in it. I don't know where it went. Is it here? No, that's not it. No, that's not it. Yeah, it's somewhere. I don't know where it went. It is Wave 1, though. Andrew Hyatt with an A-N. We're going to go over here. What's the PSA 9 pop? Nice Pokebuzz. I'm tempted to send for one. How much was it? I don't remember. I don't think it was terribly expensive. All right, there we go. Okay. Paul Newman says Caterpie CGC9. All right. There he goes. Yeah. Mr. Paul Newman. Well, this music's like creepy or something. That is, you know, that's so cheap. Selling that Caterpie for $35 is so cheap. It's kind of crazy because it's like I'd have been better off just selling this booster pack to you. Very fascinating. Very fascinating. Let's see what's next. We have an order for Ray Satarski. He says Caterpie and Poliwag. Caterpie's gone, Mr. Ray. Caterpie is sold. Oops. Wait, mister, his pack. Oh, hold on. Okay, let's take care of his pack real fast. Hold on, Ray. We'll take care of his pack. Whose pack? Oh, Andrew Hyatt. Oops. Mr. Andrew. Mr. Andrew. He wants a pack. Yes, evolutions. Wait! Calm down, guys. Ooh, that's nice. If only this Chansey could grade 10, you'd have a real expensive card on your hands. If only. Okay, there we go. Mr. Andrew. Wait! There we go. I'm new. Please be nice. You told me that yesterday with Magneton. My bag plus 20 slabs to Australia. Are we talking big shipping here? Yeah, 20 slabs is $80 shipping. $80. So it's very pricey, I'm afraid. All right. So we are ready to move on to Mr. Ray Satarski now. Now, he wanted the Caterpie and the Poliwag. Oh, but the Caterpie's sold. Oof. So what happens now, I put your name on the back of this. Wait. Okay. And at this point, we write you down. $35. I used to order Evos on this channel, like in 5 packs. Back in the day when you could order 5 for $25. I'll leave this up for a minute. 5 for $25. Derek Jones wants to put $20 towards Slab Away. Okay, Mr. Derek. So this drops down to 180. Oops, there goes. It's updated. We have Ray Satarski. He wants the War Turtle and the Victory Bell. Here's the Victory Bell. Well, there's some cool sound of music, man. Ooh. Used to be Mudkips. What? This must be like some new Minecraft music. This doesn't sound like C418 at all. Okay. Here's Terry Mills, Slab Away the Tops Charizard. All right. I'm not surprised by that. There it is. Pristine Charizard. That is going to be one of your fanciest Charizards in your collection, in my opinion. You can tell all your friends, check this out. I've got a Pristine Charizard. I'm going to set you up with that Slab Away now. Okay, so I can see you contributed $75 to it already. You can go over here. November, Terry Mills, Charizard. its original price of $495 drops down to, well, would it be 420? Hold on, let me check. Yep, 420. Okay, it's updated. Thank you very much. PSA or CGG? I want to send some out. You can do either. If you have an extremely sharp eye, you can actually pick out cards that you think have a shot at like the pristine grade with CGC, and then just send those to CGC. And then if you're sure they don't have a shot at a CGC pristine, but you think they've got a shot at the PSA 10, you send those to PSA. See? So you can kind of pick between them. Any new pube error cards? I know, right? Here's a $20 Sizzlepede. Ooh. A $20 Galarian Lanoon. Whoa! A $240 Silver Set Espeon. Graded 10 by SGC. Beautiful card from the Silver deck. Wow. Pricey. That's really expensive. This is based off of the actual price I found online. This is, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. That seems kind of pricey to me because it's only a 9. Here's the Pairs 10. I will take this off the table for now because I don't even feel comfortable with that price. It's just really high for some reason. All right. So, Kevin O'Neill says 2 battle booster spots. All right. So, the battle boosters are now for 4 spots in the Gym Heroes pack break. That's right, 4 spots. Pretty big hit if you grab it. Kevin O'Neill. Wow, this Minecraft music feels very different from the classic Minecraft music. I don't know how I feel about it. It's a bit too abstract for me. Too atmospheric, maybe is the word I'm looking for. Not enough of a melody. Like the classic Minecraft music did have a melody. Mario Brothers Wada 9.6 A seal went for $220,000 before fees on Heritage. People with money out there, guys. People got a lot of money to buy these cool collectibles up with. So much opportunity. Chu Yang, 2 Lost Origins. Imagine if you had been holding on to that item before it ran up in value like that. That's pretty impressive. 1 Sneaker Bunko. 1 Is It Wrong to Pick Up Girls. Here we are. There we go. I just wish I had bid on Jeffrey Dahmer's glasses. Can't believe I let that get away from me. Can't believe that's something you can buy. Jeffrey Dahmer's glasses. Sneep. Every time Jeffrey Dahmer's glasses sells, the government should require a fee to be paid, and it is a percentage of the sale of the item. And that fee should go to families who are victims of serial killings. You know what I'm saying? So like it sells and the government says there's a 1% fee, and that fee goes to a fund that takes care of victims of murder. All right, let's see. Cute. What am I going to get? Mister, you would have been rich. I could have been a contender. Whoa. Boobies everywhere. Chu Yang, a man of culture. Whoa. There we go. Very nice, Mr. Chu. Chu. What do we got? We got Stonks Journer. Stonk. How do you think the stock market's going to open tomorrow? Think it's going to be wild? Here's Giratina. I think the stock market could do really well after the midterms are over. Here's Persian. Here's Meowth and Dragapult. There we go. So that's for Chu Yang, CH. Now, we've been having a lot of trouble with overflow in the CH box. So forgive me if this takes a minute. I'll be back, he says. I hope it does. I have a long position on Apple. I have a long position on hentai girls. Chris, okay, you're not in here. Let me check up here. Apple getting eaten. I was talking to my wife when we drove back from the state park about how really Apple changed the whole world. I feel like the world really changed when we introduced the smartphone. Everything changed forever. Humans, just like 150 years ago, humans were living totally different lives. Really different. I mean, 150 years ago, you probably didn't have air conditioning. You didn't have refrigeration. There was no TV. There was no refrigerator. There was no... there was just so little. I mean, you didn't have like supermarkets, I don't think. I bet they weren't as good. I bet your vehicles were trash. You didn't have Walmart. Walmart didn't exist yet. Yeah, I mean, you're basically like living in the woods. You didn't have like public water, public sewage. There's so little back then. 150 years later, we got all this crazy stuff. We're spoiled, man. We're like brats. No wonder, man. Mister, can you pull Groudon out of the new Topps box? Maybe? I think so. Next up, we got Paul Newman. Mr. Restore my honor and fulfill my destiny as moderator. Hey! All right, Paul. All right, so now you are moderator. How about we do it for 2 days? Next up, we got Christian Gomez. Bulk grade the Boo from Super Mario and ship my cards. Christian Gomez. Okay. Let's find Christian Gomez's bag. Ooh, this is a large bag. You said grade the Boo. That's a golden Boo, right? Yeah, there we go. We advanced way too fast in the last 150 years. We're going to fall like Rome. I don't know if we'll fall like Rome. But you know, America probably already has fallen. It doesn't look anything like the founding fathers wanted it to be. It's changed dramatically. All right, Christian Gomez. Yeah, the name's still America. Okay. 11.7. YouTube just gets rid of messages now. Isn't of just hiding them. That's good. What? Don't know what you're talking about. Okay. So this is actually Minecraft music for anyone who doesn't recognize it. I guess they made like some new soundtrack. It's really different from C418's soundtrack. I think it's a totally different artist. Not as big of a fan. I think C418's music was better. Here we are. I mean, it's not terrible either. There was something real special about C418's music. That's why there was so much disease, no waterway system back centuries ago. That's right. I learned about how the UK revolutionized living in like the 1800s by inventing a massive sewage system under London that would carry the wastewater away from the drinking water. And this changed how many people were dying. It also got rid of a horrid smell, apparently, too. Ooh. We are so unappreciated. Incineroar! Filth. That's right. Humans have a sense of disgust. Well, Arcanine's kind of pricey, huh? Because he's $100 as a 9.5. Ancient Romans had sewage systems, even ancient Incans in Peru. That's true. Yeah, the Romans had a sewage system. It was kind of crude, but actually it was, for their time, it was actually very impressive. Something about the Romans, they were just real smart or something. This Venusaur, look at this Venusaur. Ooh, 2013 Venusaur, full art. So crazy. I don't know what the population on that is. Okay. We have an order from Joe Harris. 5 Lost Origins. You got it. You got it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pikmin music? Nah, I don't really like the Pikmin music. Why so pricey, said Mug Kips. I love it, but owie. Yeah, let me look them up again. Maybe I looked them up wrong. So, PSA 10 Venusaur, Japanese XY. Let me try it again. Maybe there's a cheaper one. How much is he? He's $950. I can't even find him at all right now. Hold on. PSA 10 Venusaur, Japanese XY. What if I just said XY and the number was 61? All right, so the only one I can find is this one right here. It's just this one with 16 watchers for $1,000. It's the same card you can see. I suspect there's not a lot of them. One of the weird things is when it came to XY product, the Japanese XY product, it was even more rare than the English product, I guess. Here we are. Look at sold history. Well, I sell a lot of cards and do not look at the sold history. So this is my price. It's $950. There we go. I don't care about a card that sold before. That card's not for sale anymore. So if you can go get it at that price, that's great. But this is my price. The prophet my dad listens to said when he goes to Rome, there will be an earthquake that runs through the boot of Italy. Now we know it in case it happens. All right, here goes. Joe Harris. Imagine stock markets could only sell their stock at the last sold price. Well, then the price of the stock would be stuck forever at one price. So if the last sold price of Google stock was 200 and they had to sell at 200, then it would sell for 200. And then they sell to the next guy. He said, I only buy at the last sold price. So they would have to sell to him at 200 and the next guy. So, last sold prices are nice if you can find them for sale again. That would suggest that the sellers don't want to hold. The sellers want to get rid of their cards. But in this case, I really like this card. He's a beautiful card. He's Venusaur. He's one of the starters. And I've only just received him. And I'll give him a lot of time before I consider lowering the price on him. And then I typically don't have to lower the price on anything. I mean, do you guys see me lower the price on any actual desirable cards? It's pretty rare. Actually desirable cards just kind of disappear constantly. I can show you, actually. You want to see something wild? Let me show you something. This will surprise you. Whoop. See that stack right there? Oops. This is like the more recent, these are the more recent slabaways. This big stack right here. All those cards. So people love rare cards, man. They love them. If it turns out he's real rare, then his price will probably go up over time. And I shouldn't even sell him in that case, should I? I should probably just hold him if he's going to go up. But I try to provide really nice cards for you guys because I want you guys to have it in your mind that you can come to this channel and find those kinds of cards. The cards that go up in price over time. For the most part, recently sold is market, but if there's high pop, no. Recently sold is not market. I've been doing this for 3 years. If Gold Star Charizard sells for $18,000 last week, I can't just go back and get one for $18,000. I can contact all the guys holding Gold Star Charizard, and I can tell them, well, one sold in auction for $18,000. You should sell to me for $18,000. And they will laugh at me, and they'll go, well, I guess you should have bid. That's what they'll say. They'll say, I guess you should have bid on that one. Mine's $25,000. So that's what they do. And so I've been doing this for like 3 years. Just because one sold in auction at a lower price doesn't mean that the ones that are still on the market now suddenly have to lower their price for you. They won't. Now, they will if they're selling something trash. If they're selling, let me find a trashy card. Okay, so like one of these back here, right? All right, so if it's Sizzlepeed, yeah, the seller will lower the price because he doesn't want to hold on to Sizzlepeed. He'll say, somebody should take Sizzlepeat off my hands. So he will say, I just want to get rid of them. I don't want to hold this in my inventory. Why would I hold Sizzlepeat in my inventory? So he would just lower the price until it sells. But if you're talking about like an actual nice card, what's your incentive for lowering the price? Just because once upon a time there was one cheaper, I feel like if people ran by those rules, none of these cards would reach the prices they're at in the first place. So like this Charizard, we just slabbed this away. How did he reach this price? Shouldn't he be like $100 like the other cards? Like this guy's $100. This Wigglypuff, he's like $100. Shouldn't this guy be $100? How did he reach $495? The demand. So there was demand for it anyways. And I feel like I teach this subject over and over again. You know, what you could do is say, well, there is no demand for this card. I don't want it. But the crazy part is I think there is an awful lot of demand. And I know that because I sell every single day, all 7 days of the week. All right, let's see what we got. Some cards I do reduce price on, though. You know, like the Sizzlepeat is a great example, actually. And some cards, they sit around for a real long time, and I realize later, you know, hey, price on this is moving down. That's just how it is. A great example of that, first edition Neo Lugia, PSA 9. He used to be like 6,000. He's now like 3,000. That card... And, you know, I attribute his big price drop to the fact that he was way overhyped at one point because a PSA 10 had sold for like a record price. And not just that, but I bought it at like the height of the excitement at the time period. But also, I guess it just turned out people were scared to hold nines. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I don't know if I want to hold this 9 Lugia. So, and there were quite a few of them and more of them being graded 9. So, yeah, there were a lot of things in play. If you thought that the population on this Venusaur was about to change rapidly, that would be a good indicator to just wait for more of them to be graded. If the population on that card won't move very rapidly, that could be a good sign that, I don't know, that's just the price of it. And if you're a Venusaur fan, you want it or you don't want it. All right, Joe Harris. Mr. Joe, the question is, how often will this card be graded? Maybe we should look them up. What do you guys think? We could probably find them. Here we go. Put that back. Put this in here. On a lot of these more expensive cards, typically what you discover when you actually look them up is they're quite low pop. But I don't actually know. This is what? 2013 Venusaur 61? See if we can find them actually, because I didn't bother to look them up. It's giving me a bunch of baseball. Hold on, let's try this again. Oops. All right. I think, is this it? Is it actually 061? Yes, it is. Okay. And now we're going to type 061 in. Looks like he's about pop 90. Let's take a quick look at it. So here it is. 061, first edition. There's 90 10s and only 17 of the 9s. So it's fairly low pop. So that's a part of the reason why you find one for sale. It's just real expensive. You know, you compare that to like these cards coming out today where the population's like 2,600 of them already. There we go. Oh, very nice. That's pop 90. All right, let's see what's next. Yeah, I mean, people. There's like a Moonbryon selling for like $1,500, and he's like 2,600 of them. The population. People will be surprised to discover like this card that's 9 years old is almost $1,000. All right, we got Ray Satarsky, Charmeleon 9, and Alakazam Tops. Okay, let's see it. Charmeleon 9. I don't remember which one he was in. Hawaii resident helps police catch Pokemon scammer all the way in Tulsa. I heard about that. That's a very crazy story. Aaron says, no! Were you looking to grab that one, Aaron? And Alakazam. So I think he's referring to this one right here. There we go. All right, thank you. It's understandable. We got Ray Satarsky. Let me have it, says Jen. Ray Satarsky. Mr. Ray goes deep, man. Holy cow. All right. Whoa. I wanted to show this card off again. That's a oh, look at this. This Jinx, huh? That's Pristine Topps Chrome Ivysaur. How close are you to buying your dream home? Not close. We might be done saving up for it in about 1 full year. So it's going to take a long time. Do you ever open packs for yourself? Do I? Yeah, of course. Absolutely. Yesterday, I opened some Topps cards and pulled a charge card. I opened a whole box, all 36 packs, because that entire box will be sent off and graded and returned to the table like what you're seeing here. Here we are. So I did a Top Series 1, Top Series 2. I did a movie edition. I'll probably open one of those boxes of the 2000 movie edition. That's real expensive, and send it off as well. I'm a huge Venusaur fan, and the Ivysaur Topps card is insane. He's very beautiful, by the way. You want to see him without the sleeve? They always look better without the sleeve. Here it is. The sleeve takes away some of the brilliance of the card. There goes Charmeleon. Yeah, Charmeleon's... he's going to be one of those popular Pokemon that sells a little faster. Okay. Who's next? Andrew Hyatt. 2 of the EV Heroes. Okay. Let's get you 2 of the EV Heroes. Was there an open box of EV Heroes? Oh, yeah, here it is. You have any Jolteons or Eevees? Jolteons or Eevees? Can't think of any. 2 of these. And then he says, 5 Poopy Trigger. Poopy Trigger! Hey! What's in your personal collection, mister? Lots of cards in my personal collection. You'd be surprised. I got a ton of them. I would buy all the Bulbas, but it's just not a smart financial move. Yeah, it's expensive. There'll always be Bulbasaurs here tomorrow and the next day and the next day. I think the tough decision-making behind it is, will they cost more or not? That's a really hard thing to figure out. And I think in general, everything will move up in price as time goes by, just because of inflation. But then again, instead of Pokemon card slabs, you could be buying into the stock market. So, but the question is, what's performing better, the stock market or Pokemon cards? All right, Andrew Hyatt. So Pokemon cards for me are kind of special because I'm able to take them and put them onto my social media account and get ad revenue from it. I get ad revenue from that. So I call it my social media dividends. When I own something real special and it gets thousands or hundreds of thousands of views, that's paying me social media dividends. Pretty interesting idea. I'm shocked at how we price some of the Topps cards. They are underpriced compared to what I'd seen on eBay for Pristine 10s. I think Eevee should have gotten a normal type evolution as well. Here we are. Yeah, when it comes to price, I don't try to be very complicated with the price. I just try to go for the cheapest buy now. That's typically what I do. Here's Unknown. I think that's very fair because we're selling it in a buy it now style. We're not selling in auction style. There's a lot of variety. You have the option to put a card in a slab away and pay it down over a half year. So a lot of options. And yeah, I think it's cool, man. We've been doing this for pretty much nonstop for 3 years. Andrew Hyatt. You ready, Andrew? Mr. Andrew, you're going to be down here. Also, no tax. Yeah, you're maximizing profits. Actually, really smart. Few assets provide multiple streams of revenue. Yes, exactly. So what he means by that is I'm able to take a rare Pokemon card and show it off on social media and get ad revenue from it. And this does a little more than just build ad revenue, by the way. I get subscribers from it. So people subscribe too. And this builds a whole Pokemon community around me. And but the ad revenue is real direct, isn't it? So there is some ad revenue. And so you get paid money. It's kind of like a museum. Same concept. Museums make money for owning something rare. And that could be true for you too. If your Pokemon collection was real good, it could help you build your social media account. And I've always said one of the most important things I do here on this table is I sell cards without eBay. Because eBay always takes a 13% chunk, right? And that's a really big deal. So the way I see things is if I can buy a slab private or a booster box, like let's say a first edition Jungle booster box sealed. If I can buy a booster box privately away from eBay, I can ask for a lower price and I can sell that booster box as well without having to pay that eBay fee. And that's really important for what we do here because that 13% fee could have been charged twice basically, and we've avoided it twice. And that's a big part of what we do here is we sell cards without eBay. And yeah, I mean, that's a key, you know what I mean? It's really critical. Can I get that Charmeleon? I paid for it already. Jen, it went to our bestie, Mr. Ray Satarsky. Hold on, I'm looking around. You don't want Ray Satarsky to have it? The snipe attempt. It's too late to snipe. Yeah, you can't snipe after he's already obtained it. You guys would have had to order roughly at the same time. We are so proud of you, son. What? Looking around for any missing Topps cards. How about over here? Blech. Here's a different card. Two of them, actually. So you could go after this guy. But he's a bit more expensive. Mister, could the Pokestan Marketplace be considered a business of yours? Not really. The Venusaur card you got. What other Venusaur card you got? On hand? I got no clue. Next up, Sunfan. Box of Arcana. Whoa! This guy said, give me some Pokemon cards. Hold on, let me turn this music down. It's getting kind of loud. There we go. Okay, he said a whole box, huh? I'm loving it. We want Dark Venusaur. Yeah, I've seen Dark Venusaur. I think he's kind of ugly, so I never bought one. It's cool that they made him, though. Dark Charizard, Dark Blastoise, Dark Venusaur. That makes me happy, but I never bought it because I did think it was kind of an ugly artwork. Just didn't get me excited. Is there a place on the Discord I can sell the Final Fantasy slabs prices? I think so. Do you have an Instagram? Yes. Do I have a place where I showcase the cards that I have for sale? Kind of. So if you go to my Discord server right here, TheCardconomist Discord server, we have a lot of information in here, but up here we have this channel called Pricey Slabs. Right here, Pricey Slabs. You click on this, and this channel, oh my God. This channel has Pricey Slabs in it. So like this Dragonite. This Steelix right here. This Charmander. Ooh, Typhlosion. And sometimes I bring these up onto the table as well. Prish. A signed Weeping Bell with no price. Magnemite. Jota. Wait, didn't the Jota sell? The Jota sold. Hold on. Forgot to remove that one. The Wheezing. Ject. So here's some Final Fantasy. No Rarity Blastoise. It's kind of cool. Lightning. Oh, this is really neat. That's a perfect grade on that. Yeah, so you can check out the Pricey Slabs channel. I update it from time to time. Then everything in it sells out. Let's see. Sunfan. Box of Arcana. You got it, Sunfan. Ooh. A whole booster box. Ooh. So nice. I'm trying to find the price of the Wave 1 Lightning Slab, but I can't find it. Actually, yes, I did price that one, I believe. We were just about to look at it, too, in that channel. Hold on. The price of the Wave 1. Okay. Wave 1 Lightning was 1,300. That graded CGC Pristine, okay? Okay. Let's do this. You ready? We got Mawile and Mawile. Sorry about that, Sunfan. I'm glad to have you back, Mr. Sunfan. How are you? 2 hollows. Oh, lots of Mawile. Okay, that's all right. Mawile full art. Let's see what else is in here. 2 more hollows. Articuno hollow. Kyogre Gray. Oh, I did not trim them all. I'm sorry. Let's do all of them. Where's Sunfan? Yeah, where is he? Sneep. Could the Pokestop Marketplace be considered an asset? Oh, I see what you're saying. I guess. Yeah, I guess it could. It's not really generating me much money, to tell you the truth. There's like maybe like 100 subscribers, but you pay a rather large PayPal fee for those subscriber roles, and I give away an expensive card anyways. So the giveaway card this time, this beautiful wick, is the vendor giveaway. So everybody who has a vendor role is having a shot at this wick. This is just a card I'm giving away to the vendors. So, you know, I'm not really making that much money because I'm not selling this to them. I'm just giving it away to them. If I wasn't giving anything away, then yes, the Discord would be making me a little bit of money. It's not like life-changing money to me. You know what I mean? Here we are. That's fire, mister. You know, the real reason there's a subscription fee to be in that channel, it really does clean out all the little kids. No little kids selling in that channel, in that Discord server. It cleans out a lot of scammers too. Scammers who want to steal from you and pretend that they're real, pretend that they have a way to pay or to buy things. So it wipes them out. They're all out of there. They're like, I don't got $5 a month. I don't got a PayPal account that works. You know what I mean? When people do something naughty with their PayPal account, it gets disabled. So, you know, it's safer to strictly do business on PayPal, in my opinion. Plus, because there's PayPal seller protection, there's PayPal buyer protection. So, you know, PayPal likes to weed out people who are causing them trouble and say, well, we're closing your account down. Ooh, melodic. Oh, put that back. Lovely melodic, man. Wow, this set's beautiful. It's surprising we didn't open more of it. It's because, you know, this new set came out so quickly. The Paradigm Trigger set came out so quickly along with Lost Abyss. People barely got a chance to explore this set. But it's so good. But Silver Tempest is coming out, so... Is there a website that tracks market history and population of slabs? Well, you know, the PSA website itself kind of does that, right? Do-do-do-do.
Senpai.
Senpai! That was A. Perez. He sent $5.69, but the sound effect didn't seem to go off. Let me take a look at it again. Let me edit the anime sound effect. When the amount is exactly $5.69, you should get the anime sound effect. Yeah, let me test it. There you go, Mr. Perez. I don't know why it didn't work.
Donation for $5.69.
Woo! We got to get more fun sound effects. Okay, Sunfan, I like that round. Very nice, beautiful. Reminded us what a great set this is. It's a really pretty set. A lot of great Pokemon. Melodic's great. Oh, Sunfan. Now I got to find Sunfan's bag. So Where has Sunfan's bag been? I don't know. I think he is on the table then. I don't see him in this box. Sunfan. I think he might be buried a little bit. I think this might be it. Yeah, we found it. There we go. I like how you're all laughing at that sound effect. Can I record myself saying mean things to chat and use it as a sound? I'd be open-minded to that, and then we could pick a specific price you have to pay to activate it, and it would be like your own sound effect. The only reason we might not do that is if, like, let's say Streamlabs has a limit on how many sound effects I can have uploaded at one time, then I'd be like, all right, we gotta, you know, we can't have a sound effect for literally every person. But yeah, I'm open-minded to it. Okay, Mr. Miguel Vasquez, one shining face. You got it. Miguel Vasquez. One super evolution. Okay, you have to give me a moment. There we go. I have a fat sack. Oh, well, good for you. There we go. I think we're going to give Mr. Ray Satarski some free shipping today. Oh, wow. That's really cool looking, actually. No border. Huh. Super Evolution's kind of an older set at this point, isn't it? Okay, Zarud. That's for Mr. Miguel Vasquez. I appreciate you being here, man. Mr. Miguel, I was really giving you that Pikachu slab. You know that, right? That wasn't just a tease. So you got a nice Pikachu 9.5 slab for free. Probably valued around 90, 95 bucks. That was the giveaway slab that night. You got it. Someone at work wants to ride my sleigh. Ho, ho, ho. Ryan Mitchelson says, the most expensive Super Mario single I found was 20. Can I do better from 2 booster packs? Let's try it. Okay, let's do it. So Ryan wants 2 packs of Super Mario. Here we are. I think you'll do better. There we go. Let's see what you got. Ryan Mitchelson. Sorry for the long wait, Mr. Ryan. Oh, Yoshi. I want another Black Yoshi. I thought Black Yoshi was funny as hell. If I open these cards and pull Black Yoshi, he's definitely getting graded. Mister, I think you are like Papa. You are like Papa. You have to dress up for Santa this Christmas. I could probably do that. I think my wife would find that really funny. There we go. I think I've gained enough weight over time to dress that way. Dude, I used to be so thin. Here we are. Then I started collecting cards. Oh, getting older, man. Is that 450 or 950 on EX in the middle? That is 950, a very big difference. Pack break open? The pack break is available, but it's not getting opened yet, okay? There's Peach. Only 88 likes, people. Here's Birdo. And here's... Yeah, I haven't been encouraging people to do the giveaway because, or the like button too much, because I know once it activates, I'm gonna have to give that booster box away. It's an expensive loss for me, you know, because I would sell the box for 150. Ryan Mitchelson. Okay, Mr. Ryan. Mr. Ryan. You're probably over here somewhere. It actually made my weekend. Oh, good. Okay, so I just wanted to say that because I wasn't sure if you thought it was like a tease. You know me, sometimes I pretend to give a card away to tease. It wasn't actually a tease. There's Richard. Grab this over here. Ruben, Ricardo, Raphael, Ramiro, Robert. Should grade the one with the soccer ball. Looking for Ryan Mitchelson. Wonder if you're on the table. You got a large bag? Wait, what is this? Is this a Ray Satarski bag? Whoa. This is a large Ray Satarski bag. That's interesting. Dude, Ray Satarski just goes crazy deep. Rika, Richard, Riley, Rosie. Says, my Charmeleon I want is off the table. Can I add $5 to snipe the teardrop Charmander? Absolutely. You could definitely do that, assuming nobody else grabbed it. So I'm going to give Mr. Ray Satarski a free shipping to help clear up some of this. Very confusing up here in the R boxes right now. Get an empty box real fast. All right. I just want someone to love me. That's so out of the blue. There you go. Mr. Ray Ray? I don't remember you. This isn't international art, is it? No, it's not international. Ray Satarski. Got your address right here. Let me get you medium shipping. Yeah, this guy buys tons of cards. You say you have a big Arbok? That's right. Toss it over there. Now back to find Ryan Mitchelson. So Ryan, I'm still looking for you. Christine. Sometimes guys who order the, did he say shipping, by the way? No, he didn't. That's Kip. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm going to create a new bag for you for now. We'll locate your other bag, I'm sure. I can't hold the stream up too long because people will get upset. They'll be like, what about me? Have you ever seen the Clefairy heart stamp error? I don't think I have. I'm guessing Ryan has like a large bag somewhere. That's what's going on. I'm not sure, actually. The art boxes are all out of whack because there's 5 boxes. 5 of them. Count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 boxes just for the letter R because there's that many bags. So he's probably in there. Nelson Artiga, 3 Paradigm Trigger. You got it, man. Oops. Darren says 5. That's right, 5. 5 of them. Whoa! It's a lot. Also, when you consider Mr. Ravi has his own private box, he's an R name. Okay, put that back over there. Can I snipe with $5 from my order for the Charmander Teardrop foil? I think you can. Wait, you mean like somebody else already bought it? Is that what you mean by snipe? Time out, Paul. He's a horrible person. Oh, Paul. Where's Paul? Here he is. Paul, you got muted. All right, Nelson. Have you ever seen... Oh, I already read that. Okay. Now we have to find Nelson's bag. Mr. Nelson. True, Paul is my abusive stepdad's name. Did you guys know a stepfather is 8 times more likely to have killed his child than a biological father? They call that the Cinderella effect. Jennifer Yap for the Charmander slab, and the Charmeleon tops one next to it. Okay, so... So, Miss Jennifer Yap, here's the Charmander slab. You're good there. You've got that there. Was there something you wanted me to do? Something about a snipe? Alex, too, for being a little bee. Yeah, that's right, Alex. You get what you deserve. Alex, you got put in timeout. She should get it. Well, yeah, I mean, she's going to get it. She ordered it first. Nobody else ordered it yet. All right, so we're giving you this one. Here you go, Miss Jennifer. Rand would be the one true mod. And let me find out what you have left. 84 minus 49, 35. So $35 left. So Jennifer says, give me, I I think what she's asking for is sniper protection. Is that what it is? So we'll give that to you if somebody tries to snipe it from you, I guess. But they would have had to order it like in the next couple of orders, and they would have had to themselves try to snipe it in order for that to occur. There you go, Jennifer. So you got $35, Jennifer, to think about. Good. Okay, Edwin says, plus my $36 credit toward a triggered pack. Okay, Mr. Edwin. Soup. The 9 Charmander was in her order, so she has credit. Take 5 from the refund and add it to the piece of teardrop so no one snipes. Well, I'm not going to do that because it might not be sniped, so I'm going to try and save her $5. A. Perez for punching the air on his tablet. Let's see. Oh, A. Perez. There we go. So Edwin would like some Paradigm Triggered. And so you're going to get 8 packs, correct? I believe you get 8. Here we are. Ow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm here too, says John. Soup.
Ran wasn't loved.
Ran wasn't loved? Who said that? That was Alex. Alex says Ran wasn't loved. Oh my God. Beep. Okay, let's see what we got. Okay, Reggie Lucky. Silly Reggie Lucky. Have seen the Crown Zenith set. I'm going to go broke. Arcanine. Shut up, Arcanine. Cold. Here's a hollow. Cold. Yo! Little golden cloak on the last booster. Mr. Diet starts tomorrow. Oh, very good, man. Whose diet? Your diet or my diet? What am I eating in my diet? Chocolate chips? Pizza Hut? I think I could withstand this diet. There you go. Yay! Mr. Ray Satarsky, a reminder, you have $35. Yeah, lovely VMAX 10 for $29. Here is a Pristine Nidoran for $160, huh? I think I'm going to take this card back, actually. Oh, Pristine Nidoran, you're too good for this world. Here's Tentacruel. Potato Power says, my diet. What are you going to eat on your diet? Potatoes? How much is this, Jinx? That's a Dragon Frontiers, Jinx. So, okay, so there's not one for sale, I guess. I don't know, mister. I'm a tub. I'm sorry. Better hit the gym, bro. I still have leftover curry, so I am eating that. Okay, give me a minute. Make it same as Wheezing Reverse, like 250. Yeah, but it's Jinx. Jinx is worth like a bazillion, bro. People go wild for Jinx. Jinx is better than Charizard. To be more specific, though, Dragon Frontier cards do actually tend to go for more than Delta Species. I think Dragon Frontier has more like... It's like people know the set more because it has the Charizard in it. Put the Steelix away from me. You want me to? How many spots left in the pack break? Pack break is still got a ways to go. I think there's a total of 8 spots in it so far. $46 per spot to get in that pack break. Ooh. Down from 48. Yeah, I made it a little bit cheaper. Doesn't seem like much. But, you know, if you multiply it by 33 times, it does actually surprisingly add up to quite a bit. So what's 33 times 2? So $66. His name was Rancina. Potato no lie, I went from 380 down to 200 in 8 months so on the all-meat diet, and I'm healthy. Nice. Well, you know, I hear people say you shouldn't have just meat in your diet. There's not enough variety. But if you only ate meat, the good thing about that diet is it eliminates sugar at least, because I think sugar is the real culprit, isn't it? It's just sugar. And flour, which turns into sugar when you eat it. So if you're eating bread and if you're eating cookies, you're killing yourself. Sugar, man. They ought to just make it, they ought to just diagnose it as like disease giving because it gives us all obesity. Actually, I heard a crazy statistic. I don't know if it's true. I think I heard someone say only 13% of Americans are considered like correct weight. You know what I mean? And then 40% of America is considered obese. Wild. So, yeah, I mean, even when you consider, so 40% is obese, a great deal of the remaining percentage is just overweight. You know what I mean? And only 13% is fit. So Edwin says, we already did that one, right? Yeah, we just did Edwin. I'm sorry. Let's go to the next one. Omar Vasquez returns. He wants 3 paradigm triggers. I'm triggered. In other words, you're all fatties. 1 dark phantasma. Not me, though. Let's see. Here we are. I need a new bag. You got it, Mr. Omar? Yeah, you know, flour, it gets converted into sugar in your stomach. So anything made out of flour, pizza, tortilla, bread, pasta, that's all basically just going to be sugar once you digest it. Your body converts flour into sugar. You can look this up. So if you have an all-meat diet, that means you're not eating pasta anymore. No more tortillas, no more bread. At least if you're having those things, they're probably minimized. And then you're not eating any dessert. It turns out if you just remove dessert and bread from your diet, that's like get you way closer to a calorie, you know, having a correct number of calories all by itself. Because those particular food items are so calorie dense, it's insane. Here we are. But, you know, the other thing that's really very calorie dense for the amount of food you get to eat is cheese. Cheese is like, it's just straight oil, basically. It's not straight oil, but cheese has got a lot of oil in it. So it's like, in terms of calories, it's one of the densest things you can eat. Extremely high calories in a very small bite. Whereas if you were eating like, let's say ham is like, you could eat tons of it and you would get full before you overate your calories that day. Pretty interesting. What are you trying to say, says Cheese? Yeah, so cheese is too rich. It's very calorie dense. And dessert, all dessert is calorie dense because dessert's typically made out of 2 things, sugar and flour or sugar and oil. And so, yeah, you're going to get real fat if you have a lot of dessert. You're going to get real fat if you have a lot of bread. You're going to be real fat if you have a lot of cheese. All the things we love, because pizza is basically bread and cheese, isn't it? You know, you cover any Mexican food tends to get covered in cheese and then it's wrapped up in a burrito or I'm sorry, a tortilla. And then, yeah, it's just like anything you eat. It's just covered in flour and sugar. Mark Martinez. Whoa! All right, Mark, 140 towards your slab away. Let's do it. That is a big payment. Okay, this comes down to 600. That's updated. He wants 40 paradigm triggers. I have a bag. All right, let's do it, man. butter, also eat all you want. So you're talking about like the keto diet or something like that. I don't know how I feel about eat all the butter you want. I'm not, I feel like it's funny because it's kind of like you're saying butter is normally regarded unhealthy, but now you can just have as much of it as you want. You know what I mean? Even the language around it suggests that there's some acknowledgement that it's meant to be unhealthy. What I can tell you is that anything made out of oil is very calorie dense. So if you're just trying to have like a calorie deficit, all oils, including butter and oil from bacon, very expensive to eat calorie-wise. Very, very calorie dense. They argue that that doesn't matter because they go into ketosis or something like that, ketosis. I don't think I agree with all that. But yeah, I mean, just cutting a lot of sugar out of your diet is going to do it for you. Yeah, I've heard about that Sunday Cafe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I've heard a number of doctors have said it's just kind of pseudoscience. It's not true. Shut up and take my money. Wait, what did it say? Mr. Appease ran and time me out. Okay, you got it. This is for Paul. Paul, I like that you use Streamlabs because now less money goes to YouTube. Wait, where is Paul? I can't find Paul. Oh, here's Paul. Okay, hold on. Dude, Paul timed himself out for Rand. Olive oil is better. Avocado oil. Yeah, I just try to have less oils. I do get oil from, I do have butter. I'll have some butter, and then I'll have like sardines have a lot of oil in them. So there's a lot of oil if I have some sardines. But I try not to have too much oil in general. My real problem with my diet, I can already tell you, I got two major problems with my diet. The first one is I love candy. I love it, love it, love it. Love candy, I love cookies. Dessert's a big problem for me. I always tell myself, all right, I'm done. No more dessert for me. And then I'm good. I stop eating it, I really do. And then I have like a bad day. It could be anything. I could have like an argument with my wife. I could just be feeling extra tired. I could be feeling kind of like stressed or worn out from working a lot. And you know what takes all that stress and bad feeling away? A piece of candy does. It really does. Just makes you feel real good. You're just in a good up mood once you've had a little candy bar. You're like, oh man, I feel like 1,000,000 miles an hour now. So the dopamine you get from the candy bar is a real upper. And I struggle with that, man. Like, I'll get away with not eating dessert for a long period, maybe a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month. And then I'll have like one fight with my wife, and then boom, I'm back on the candy. I'm like, I gotta get some candy. I'm having a bad day. So that one's a big problem for me. The second one is out to eat food. That's called addiction. Yeah, it's called, that's called self-medicating. The other one is like Pizza Hut or something like that, right? Pizza Hut, Taco Bell, whatever. The problem with those foods is they're very high calorie. And when I work all day long, I'm very tired. And I don't feel like cooking a whole meal, which I do. I do cook meals like steak and potato and green beans or something nice, something healthy. But the thing is, it's just me cooking. My wife rarely cooks. I basically have to beg her to cook anything. And then, she doesn't like to cook. So she doesn't necessarily cook, decent meals. Sometimes she does, actually, to her credit. But you really have to push her for it. Push real hard. And so she doesn't want to cook. And she just says, let's just order Pizza Hut. And I give in. I say, yeah, let's just order Pizza Hut because I'm starving. And so I eat Pizza Hut when I should have had, I should have had something like a baked chicken for dinner. She doesn't like to grocery shop at all. She hates grocery shopping. She doesn't like to cook. She's very thin. Okay, she's just naturally thin. So the way her body craves food is very different from mine. And yeah, it's kind of tough. So I don't get a lot of home cooked meals. That's the other problem. So I have too much out to eat meals, too much candy and dessert. And then the worst part, very sedentary job. I sit so much for this job. I mean, this one stream is going to be like 5 hours of sitting. And then when I wake up from sleeping, because I'm going to go to sleep after this, right? I will sit down and go back to work. We'll have the daytime stream. That'll be 2 hours of sitting. But the truth is, I already sat for about 2 hours before that stream started. Then I have this little dinner break. What do you think I do? I sit down and I eat. And then after dinner's over, I stream the late night stream and I sit once again for like 4 hours, and then it's time for bed. So I have the most sedentary lifestyle of all. And I'm eating Pizza Hut, and I, when I'm real stressed, I have some kind of dessert and it makes me feel better. So yeah, it's not a very healthy lifestyle. TCC needs a cook. I need like healthy home cooked meals. It's rough. I have to like go to the grocery store and shop for myself. I know plenty of you guys do that, but it's rough when you don't have any off days and you do all the cooking and the cleaning, or not the cooking and the cleaning. You do all the cooking and the grocery shopping by yourself basically. Your wife doesn't really want to help at all in that regard. So I feel like a bachelor, like a guy who's still living by himself, doing those things on his own. It's just not in her mind to do those things. She's a fantastic programmer. She's a fantastically hard worker. She's not lazy. Yeah, my wife's not lazy. She just doesn't crave food the way I do, and she doesn't cook food at all. She almost doesn't cook at all. Like in 10 years, she probably cooked 30 meals in 10 years. And we're in year number 10 right now, so it's more like 9 years. In 9 years, she cooked probably 20 to 30 meals. She just doesn't cook. And I've gotten used to that, but when I'm real tired, I do not have the strength to go to the grocery store and assemble some healthy home cooking. I end up reaching for something that just makes me feel better from all of the work. You know what I mean? She used to cook. That's crazy. Yeah, she has a full-time job, but she just does not. It's like this thing she doesn't crave. She doesn't crave food like I do, so she just does not care. You cannot get her to care about home-cooked meals. I've given up on it. It's just not in her biology. And maybe that's why she's thin and I'm not. You know what I mean? So I think about it, it's like, so she doesn't care about cooking, but she also doesn't care about eating. So it's not like she's trying to not care. She just doesn't eat anything either. She doesn't cook. She doesn't eat. So it's in her biology, and it's not in my biology. I like to have a good meal. Really, I do. And when I was a kid, we did all this home cooking. We did tons of home cooking, constantly cooking really, really nice, filling meals. And eating was a big deal when I was a kid. When I was a kid, we all sat together. We would have a massive dinner table that could sit, I think it was like 16 people could sit at the dinner table. So the whole dinner table, it was a hand-built table, by the way. And we would cook these meals with you needed like 4 giant pots to cook our dinner. And we would have these full meals, and they were very healthy. There was just like protein and vegetable and maybe a little side dish and sauces. Very healthy meals. We were all really healthy as kids. But that was like a job, man. That was like a whole job. And yeah, we were cooking decent stuff all the time. And now I'm an adult and I just work and work and work and work and work. And I got all this money and I'm working and I'm working and I'm working. And, I look at my wife. I'm like, all right, you get off work. You got all this free time. You can make dinner. She's like, yeah, I'll make dinner. She does, like for one night. And then never again. You know what I mean? She's done. You can cook up pretty normal, healthy meals in less than 20 minutes. No, I agree. You can. But it's a little more complicated than that. You actually have to have clean dishes. You have to have the groceries. So we like run out of groceries. Think about my schedule for a second. It's Monday morning and I wake up and I start working and I go live and the live ends at like 6 p.m. It's over. So I've got between 6 p.m. and about 10 p.m. to eat dinner. 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. That's 4 hours to rest. And so I could go to this grocery store and get all the ingredients together for a meal. Because if the fridge is run out of fresh food, like fresh vegetable, fresh meat, you got to go to the store. So I'm very tired. I don't want to go to the grocery store. But let's say I do. Then I come back. That's taking up like 30 to 40 minutes because, we got to drive there and all that. And then I got to cook for like 40 minutes, 30 to 40 minutes. You say 20 minutes, I guess. So you got to cook and then you sit down and you eat. And then by then I got about an hour, 2 hours left to breathe before I go off to work. And yeah, it's very stressful. It's very tiring. Does your community have a store? We do. It's called a live store, a live card shop. All right, let's get these open. Oops. Walmart delivery team got your back. No, we don't get Walmart delivery out here. TCC, I'm a chef. I could cook for you at the hotel I work at. Russ, you probably cook the best food. Move to a town that will deliver groceries. We do have a grocery store that will deliver groceries. I've used their grocery delivery app. It's very expensive, and I could just have them deliver it every day. It's kind of tricky because they don't deliver it at a very convenient time. They deliver it when they can. And so it can be like the next day they deliver it. They could deliver it in the middle of the live stream, and my wife doesn't know. And this happened one time, and like a $200 delivery spoiled as a result of this because they set it outside and rang the doorbell, and I didn't answer it, and she didn't answer it, and so all the food spoiled. All right, cold. Here we are. Oh, Amistar. Wow. That's pretty cold, man. Cold. One more pack, though. Archeops. John can't encapsulate cars if he's always at the grocery store. Crock pot, pressure cooker. Yeah, I've heard about all this stuff, guys. You guys are all telling me what I already know. Hey, you can cook passive meals. You can do a pre-cook, meal prep. You can have food delivered. I know all those things. I know about all of them. All right, Mark. Mark, let's find your bag. Could I get a glance at my bag once my order's done? Mike, grade some stuff. Mark Martinez. Let's find your bag. All right, Mark. Matthew. Mark Martinez. At work, I make ribs, salmon with greens, burgers. Yeah, it all sounds really good. I wish my wife cared about cooking, but there's nothing I can do about that. Just not in her blood, she's very naturally thin, and she doesn't really eat too much, and she doesn't like to cook. There we go. Let's see. Marcos, Matthew. We're looking for the Mark Martinez bag, first of all. Matteo. Let's grab this box. Ugh. Just get a second wife. I know, it's so easy. I'll tell her that one. I'll say, let's just get a second wife. Do you guys have meal prep? Yeah, we know all about meal prep. Here we go. Mark. Pikachu VMAX. Lovely. Pidgeot. Eternatus. Charizard. Gudra. Spiritomb. Rotom. Drapion. Bisharp. Parasect. Metang. Castform. Pichu. Oh, that's nice. Charizard. Snorlax. You got some nice ones. Yo, that's Gengar. All right. Wow, you got a nice bag. I didn't know that. A little bonus card. Grab me a little bonus card. Here's a little Cardos card. Sorry about the tough pulls there. He went pretty deep for that, man. The trouble with the box is that, as you know, there's typically one secret rare every 30 packs. So the gamble is that you'll get 2 secret rares in the additional 10 packs, but you have about a 1 in 3 odds of that occurring. So you have a greater odds that you pull 40 packs with 1 secret rare. Next up, wow, we got a long line. We've got Evertreminio, 1 Pokebra. Evertreminio, let's see what we got. Invest in MREs. Oh, that's so cute. Mr. Evertreminio. These old vintage Cardos cards. Let's see. Edwin. Ed something. Evertreminio. I have a small hits bag. We're going to go hunting for it. Shelf life on MREs. Evan Shea, Eric Holmes, Elton, Eric Mason, Edgar Cruz, Erica Diaz, Emily Paris. Oh, Emily Paris is from like forever ago. Check my food in the pics channel. Here's Eric Beltran, Ethan Hunter. I feel like I woke up one time and I was like having a nightmare. And I told my wife about this. And the nightmare was like that I wasn't eating like I was when I was a kid. It's a weird thing. It's like my body was saying, what are you doing in my sleep? I don't see your bag, Mr. Evertreminio. You hiding it? Hold on, let me check the back of the first box. A small hits bag, he says, huh? We'll check behind Emily Paris after all. Eric Guzman, Emmanuel, Emma Hurley, Ethan, Edwin Lopez, Edwin Acosta, Eric Mason, Efren, Ever Treminio. Whoa! You have a bag from forever ago. That's why I couldn't find you. Hey, that was a while ago. I appreciate you coming back. You've been gone for like 7 months. I did not expect that. Also, TCC, want to know something funny? I went home today with a trash bag of over like 50 rolls. That's a lot of rolls. Almost as many as Yo Mama. Let's see what's next. Super Dan, 20 towards my slab away. Thank you, Super Dan. Let's see. Super Dan. You ever had like a dream you were drowning? And it's like your brain's just like stressing out. It's like that's what happened to me one time. My brain was like stressing out one time. It's like, dude, you're living this sort of lifestyle where you're not eating healthy enough. Like a stress dream like that one time. That was a while ago. That was like in the summertime I had that. All right. 5 paradigm placentas. I'm not an influencer, says Rand. What? There we go. Buried alive, mister. Okay, here is a chestnut. Do they sell alcohol on Sundays in Missouri? Ooh, I don't know. I don't really buy any alcohol because I don't drink, and so I'm not sure about that one. You probably just Google it. Yeah, you probably just Google it, man. Okay, Super Dan. That has definitely never been a problem for me because I don't buy any. Okay, let's see. Here he is. Whoa. Paradigm Poopies. Paradigm Trigger, man, it's a rough set. Mr. A sober, sadly. Yeah, I'm very sober. Andrew Hyatt, 2 more XY evolutions. You know, with all the research coming out, talking about how alcohol, even small amounts of alcohol, are real bad for your health and leads directly to heart problems and cancer, both of those things. I'm actually very glad that I was not born with a desire to drink, because I know it's probably occurring for other people at a very biological level. You guys like alcohol because your body likes alcohol. Well, mine doesn't. My body doesn't care for it. And so I'm just lucky to be born that way. And I just think about all this sedentary lifestyle and not eating the healthiest way. Just imagine if you threw on top of that like alcoholism. I'd probably be dead. I'd be in a lot of trouble. Smoking and drinking, right? Smoking and drinking are both not very good. Andrew Hyatt. But yeah, there's been a lot of studies that have been coming out even this year, and they've been saying, like, don't listen to what these older studies say, where they claim red wine is good for you. Even trace amounts of alcohol do long-lasting damage to your brain, to your heart, and gives you a much higher rate of cancer. Brett Collins, love your channel. I have a bag, 1 Pokebra, and 5 chili pains. You got it. Would you vote to legalize marijuana federally? Yeah, I would say so. I mean, I talked the other day about how I'm not a huge fan of drug using. Does that make sense? I don't think drug using is good for anyone financially. I think it's terrible for you financially to build any kind of dependence on a drug. So we should all fight our addictions, even me, when it comes to maybe eating too much or eating dessert. And that includes marijuana and alcohol. Those are things you don't need to consume. You consume them because you're trying to regulate your brain, I guess. They really cut into your wallet. They do. And you could have taken that same money and just invested it. All right, 5 chili pains. That's something worth getting invested into, by the way. Getting addicted to is investing. Get addicted to investing. Don't get addicted to consuming a drug, because you build tolerance toward the drug. Then you need higher amounts of it. It might do damage to your body. You know, smoking might be bad for your lungs. It might alter your memory. It might alter your levels of ambition and motivation. Weed might do these things. I've heard that weed can mess with your ability to recall information, the speed that you recall it at. Anyways, I don't know 100% about that. I'm not a doctor. But at the very least, I can tell you as a financial kind of guy, if you're consuming weekly weed, that is cutting into your net worth. And it could be cutting into your net worth by a lot. I don't know how much weed goes for because I don't buy any. But I don't buy any weed, I don't buy any cigarettes, and I don't buy any alcohol. Think of all the money I save. Dude, I'm saving tons of money. I've seen the price of alcohol, by the way. It's outrageous. Some people go to the bars, they're drinking, they're smoking, they're whatever weed. And I'm clocked into work. And so over time, I'm going to become a millionaire and buy a boat in a boathouse. And people be like, how'd this guy get this boat in this boathouse? Well, it wasn't because I was handed it by my parents. I don't have a car payment. So I have cheap car insurance. I don't buy any clothing. I don't buy any weed. I try to consume cheap meals. And then I put everything into my investments. So, yeah, it's almost crazy. I was laughing with my wife today, by the way. I was like, we forget sometimes the average American has a car payment. I was laughing with her about that today. I was like, can you imagine paying money each month for our vehicle? That's wild. Car payments, whew. That'll keep you poor for sure. I have no car payment. I paid my car off the first year I bought it. And it was just a very cheap car with 40,000 miles on it. And it's never broken down, ever. All right. Mr. Brett, he says, I have a bag under Brett Collins. Let's find his bag. Cheese loves Metazu. I still pay my car. Yeah, you pay interest on that. You pay interest on your car payment. And your insurance sometimes has to be higher because of that, too. Let's see, Brett. Looking for your bag, Brett. How old of a bag is this? It's like a 1,000-year-old bag. I sold my car for weed. You need to live the American dream. Take out more loans. Yes, I have no car payment. Month to month, no car payment. I pay nothing for my car. Let's see. Hi, here we are. He has a little bit of an older bag. All right, Brett. We found you. My socioeconomic status was very low. What kind of car do you have? We bought a very economical. I like lasagna. Lasagna's great. We used to make a vegetable lasagna when I was a kid. I still have memories of it. Feta cheese. There was zucchini in it and spinach, and somehow it was very good. I haven't eaten that since I was a kid. Some recipe my mother knew, and I did not know how to do that. But yeah, so yeah, getting out of that car payment's a big deal, man. Save you a lot of money not to have to pay that. But it was a cheap Ford Fiesta, I think. Ford Fiesta. It was already maybe like 2 or 3 years old, and it had 45,000 miles on it. We bought it from Enterprise Motors or whatever, Enterprise Rental Car Company. So it was just a car that was used for their business, and now they're getting rid of it. And it has lasted us. We bought it when we graduated, so it has lasted us maybe 5 years with not a single repair needed. Although I suspect the battery's going bad. But, you know, battery's a minor repair. Next up, we got James Yee, One Evolutions. James! What's up, James? 3 poker cards. I already have a bag. All right, let's grab this. So we bought it, I think we bought it for $8,000, and I paid it off in like 1 year. Once it was paid off, I could change the insurance type on it. Right, so banks often require a special type of insurance when you have a lien on the car. That's a loan, right? So they require special insurance. But once that's paid off, you can change the minimum coverage. So all this time, I haven't been in a car wreck all this time. Very cheap car. No car payment on it. No expensive insurance. I pay very little for insurance. Never been in a wreck. So my insurance overall is just real cheap. There we go. All right. Wow! Look at that. Totodile. Hey, people were complaining about the these cards right here, right? They're like, oh, they're ugly. Yeah, but I was trying to explain, when you get to like Jack, Queen, King, you get this crazy stuff. Look at that. Sharpedo. And what is that? Like Mega Sharpedo, I think. Wild. And there's a Muck. There's a Grimer. Never put it into the air like that, mister. Now you curse yourself. You're important. You need a big, safe truck. Fiesta may as well put wheels on a sardine can. I agree. I completely agree. It's like driving around in a little sardine tin. Guess what? It totally works. It is very comfortable. It's a nice, clean car. It's not beat up. It's never been in an accident. It's a very nice little clean car. Saves us a lot. It's very good with gas mileage. It's like 30 miles per gallon. Yeah, it's done a fantastic job. It's very maneuverable because it's such a small vehicle. Easy to get in and out of tight spaces. James Yee. Cost me nothing. So while you guys are making payments on more expensive vehicles, I'm over here buying stocks in the stock market and buying expensive Pokemon cards that go up in value over time. So I'm pouring every dollar into that. I'm not pouring any money into anything that is not an investment. I don't like to anyways. Even if we move, right? So we move to a bigger house. Real estate's an investment, in my opinion. Here we are. I got rear-ended in my new car. Oof. So all my money goes right into the stock market or into Pokemon cards. We don't spend anything on wasteful items. We're going to become millionaires at a young age, in my opinion. Give us a couple more years. We will be so independently wealthy. And then we can retire young. So that is a dream that is much better than owning a fancy car, in my opinion. Owning a fancy vehicle. You should show us the stocks you've invested in. That would be interesting. I mostly invested in, what is the name of the vehicle? It's the Schwab Dividend Equity Fund or something like that. Basically, it's like Home Depot and some pharmaceutical companies and I think some tech stocks. It's just a mutual fund. I bought a ton of it. And it most recently paid me like $1,000 in dividends. And I wish I had bought in the stock market today rather than, I started at the beginning of the year. So I've been investing the whole year. I would have saved money not investing because the stock market's been dropping all this time. So I'm down like 8%, unfortunately. But that's not too bad, I guess. Some people got, I know my wife got worse than that with her retirement fund. She's got a 401k with her company. She's got like $100,000 in her 401k already. Alex Kinkella, 2 spots in the Battle Booster. So she's got almost $100,000 in her 401k. Then I got my stocks, which is a nice chunk. And then I got my cards. We got this property, the property that John is using, and we hope to pick up a third property. We're doing extremely well. We just work. No breaks, no vacation. And only investing. We don't waste money on anything else. 2 spots. You got it, Alex. Here we are. She probably lost 20% in the last 2 months. Yeah, she lost some money in there. 2 Pokebros. But that also means whenever the market returns, she'll have more than 100,000. All right, here we go. Alex Kinkella. Just a reminder, my wife is 27. She's not even in her 30s yet. And I'm 33. So yes, doing extremely well. All right, let's see what we got. 2 Pokebras, Tool Scrapper, Zoroark, Scizor, Clefable. I guess these are some hollows. There's Inteleon, Dragapult, Gyarados, and Hatterene and Milo. When will you invest in Elon Musk Keckle project? I believe I do have some Tesla stock. It's in one of my mutual funds. So another mutual fund I bought into was a purely like tech stock mutual fund, and that has a large chunk of Tesla. Doesn't your wife know a way to a man's heart is through his stomach? I've told her that before. She's like, okay. When you're all older, it's all vacations. Hopefully. Probably not. I like working. I think people are afraid in robotics. I'll find them in Virginia. I have millions in 401k. You have millions in 401k? Well, some people really do. Some people have parents who have millions in their 401k. And when they pass, they're going to leave that entire fortune to their children. My wife and I were born to poor families. Not only do we have nothing like that, but we've had to give her parents money to take care of their health needs. So instead of receiving millions of dollars, their family has actually taken money from us, unfortunately. And I say that because I'm trying to relate to other people who are in a similar situation. Some people are so poor, they're beyond poor. They got to actually spend money to help their struggling family. That's how poor they are. So did not get born with the silver spoon or anything like that. We appreciate when money is made. We have a lot of respect for money. You know what I mean? You got to respect money. All right, 5 astral radiances. When we see other people wasting money, it like kills us. It hurts us when we see people waste money. It hurts me when I see the government waste money because it was so painful for me to reach this point in life. This stage in life was very difficult for me to reach. I had to deny myself so many things to reach this stage in life. You know, it's all sacrifices, constant sacrifices, constant work and effort. And so after all of this, to see somebody else just inherit $1 million, pretty painful. Just to see the government tax me in a higher bracket now that I'm finally making good money, that's frustrating. It's like, well, where were you when I was poor? You weren't helping me when I was poor, but you're ready to take more from me when I'm doing well now. And then also the way the government just puts us into debt so easily and without any feeling about it. I have very strong feelings about money because it was so hard to obtain this level of success in life. You know what I mean? When people say, let's raise taxes, that really upsets me. Alex Kinkella. All right, Alex. Whoop. Mr. Alex. But Mr., what's fun about being millionaires alone? You say that you don't do social things and you say most things are wasteful. Yeah, it's true. We are not having a lot of not much of a social life. I think we could make friends. You know, I think we could make friends pretty fast. We're real focused on the goal of having that large retirement and having some sort of nest egg to hand off to our kids. I care about that really passionately. So when I get old and die, I want to leave a lot of money behind for my children. So I care about that a lot because my parents didn't do that for me. I actually see one of the biggest failings of my ancestors was to create sort of like rules around the family tree or something like that, where we would protect a particular like family tree and have principles and have a family financial sort of like fund or something like that. I think that the most powerful people in the world have all those things. My ancestors weren't smart enough to do that. So I don't want to be like them. I don't want to be stupid. I want to be real smart. Right. So when I have children, I'll tell them you have to have very intelligent partners. You don't just marry for love, you marry for intelligence. And I'll tell them you can't have money from this family trust unless you're really financially competent. And then you're going to manage it and you're going to pass these values along to your children. And the money's never going to run out. So those are all really important to me. Joe Harris, Sneaker Bunko ×2. So that's something I think a lot about is, however, you know, to write a will and a family trust so that the money lasts for generations, because it's not just about producing the money, it's about producing certain values and characters and principles in the children that inherit the money. My ancestors are from Mexico. The poor part, so that was a factor in the generational wealth transferred by each generation. My dad got very unlucky, but lucky he got injured on the job due to a leak and broke his back. He sued the state and got an early retirement and compensation. Oof. I'm glad for that, man. I'm glad he got, because if he didn't get that compensation, your story would be a lot worse to hear. Yeah, my dad broke his back for the state, and now we're just struggling. Yeah, that'd be a very bad story. Here we are. But I love eating hot Cheetos. So I think that each person should think carefully about not just making money for their children, but teaching children how to teach their children about preserving the money. Here we go. Yo, who's this? Wow. Wow. All right. Sneaker Bunko for life. I love eating hot traps, says Cheese. Oh my God, Cheese. All right. Here in the UK, the government has introduced inheritance tax, meaning anything you inherit, you have to pay tax on. Pokey Chamber, this is so funny you brought that up. We were learning about that because we were researching where are the millionaires moving to and where are they moving out of. At the top of the list of places they're moving out of, yeah, like Russia and China, that makes sense, okay? Russia, China, they want to get away from the Chinese Communist Party. They want to get away from the war. But very high on the list, I think number 4 was Britain. They're getting out of the UK. The millionaires are leaving the UK. And that's kind of crazy to think that your country is a top 10 place millionaires are leaving. And it turns out they're moving to places like Australia, Canada, the United States, the Dubai, and they're moving to those places to avoid a 50% inheritance tax on what they give to their children. Imagine working your whole life. The government taxes you like crazy your whole life already. And then you've scrimped and you've saved to the point that you've done it. You've succeeded. You've put millions of dollars together for your children. And now the government says, oh, if you want to give that to your children, we tax it again at 50%. It's so outrageous. They deserve to lose all their millionaires. And it's one of the reasons why I would like to move to the UK, but I won't. I'll stay here until we change the laws over here to be the same, which will not surprise me if that happens, because Americans are really, really begging for more taxation. I don't know why. I think it's a sign that we're a failing country right now when your people are begging for more taxation. Please, if you just tax us more, we'll get more free stuff. That's how it works. Here we are. That's why you give them assets. Yeah, maybe. Here we are. I would visit the UK, I think, but I would not live there. I don't want that tax rate. That's a crazy tax rate. They want to tax you at 50% if you have a good income. And then when you die and you pass the leftovers to your children, they tax it again at 50%. It's so outrageous. They don't deserve to have that money. Phoenix Reynolds says 3 lost origin. Here we are. We spend way too much on military. Yeah, maybe. I agree that military is a absolute waste in the abstract sense. In the abstract sense only, though, right? Because if Ukraine had had more military spending, Russia would not have bothered invading. They would have said, you know what? Ukraine's got too many guns, too many jet planes, too many drones, too many tanks, and we will be too close to a tied battle. So Ukraine's lack of military spending is one of the reasons why Russia decided it would have a shot of taking the land away. In Norway, we are more happy paying taxes because our taxes goes to something we actually care about. Yeah, people say that. So first of all, speak for yourself, because not all Norwegians will agree with you. But second of all, let's say your country became the dumping ground for a whole lot of homeless people from around the world. They said, those Norwegians, they got a lot of welfare. And so a lot of people just started coming into your country and settling your country. And all of a sudden, because they're more poor than you, you're paying for all their stuff. And all of a sudden, you see that your country's deficit starts going up. There's just not enough money for anything. Maybe your opinion on socialism would begin to change. So you can't sit in a country that's very homogenous, very, very homogenous, and say, oh, yeah, I love socialism. Well, maybe if the socialism's so good, we should copy it. So here in America, we'll copy Norwegian socialism. The first step of Norwegian socialism is everyone who's not Norwegian has to go until we're just down to the Norwegians. Then we'll run Norwegian socialism in the United States at that point. So you have a certain homogeneity, a very small place, you don't deal with as many problems as other countries do, in my opinion anyways. Not to mention, you don't spend as much on your military, usually because there's the belief that if something bad happens, well, the United States has got a big military, so they'll have to step in. And that's exactly what's happening, and it's a type of military welfare. I don't agree with it. I think that the United States is not here to be the military welfare for the rest of Europe and the world. It's very silly. I don't agree with that. Phoenix Reynolds. This is why Republicans are so mad when we chuck $40 billion into Ukraine. That should have been Ukraine's own money. They should have done it. And if they didn't, well, maybe they should have just lost the war. Why is it every time there's Russian or Chinese aggression, Are we going to be the ones paying for the war? America doesn't have a lot of spare money anymore. We're really kind of poor. Our deficit's insane. Americans can't live because the cost of living's too high. Where do you think the government gets all that money to just chuck at Ukraine? They print it. The government doesn't have any more spare money. They didn't raise taxes to pay for the 40 billion to go to Ukraine. So if they didn't raise taxes, where'd that 40 billion come from? They have to just print it out of thin air. So your cost of living is going up while we fight a war on the other side of the world. And we're not really fighting it, we're financing it. We're financiers. But that's a good question. Are we supposed to be the military welfare for the other parts of the world? Because finally a war breaks out, and here we are, we're bankrolling it. I don't know. I don't know if I agree. So, when you have smaller countries, perhaps Norway, perhaps Finland, perhaps Sweden, and they're like, look how great our socialism is. I've heard the Swedish aren't as big on socialism anymore, by the way. I've heard they're getting a little frustrated with it because they're basically just paying for people to move in from other countries, and they're just paying for them to exist. That gets real expensive real fast. But these three countries, they have a lot of socialism, but they don't have to pay for the war in Ukraine at the same rate that the United States does. Well, why don't they have to pay the same amount? It's fascinating because they actually live closer to Russia. They actually live a lot closer to Russia, in my opinion. It seems like the United States should just say, you guys deal with it. We're not close to Russia. That's your problem. You know what I mean? But that's kind of heartless. You know what I mean? All right, let's see what's next. Tyler Davis. We don't want Russia to think it can just land grab. One, why Star Wars? That's the argument I've heard anyways. If Russia just took Ukraine with not much resistance, they would probably believe they can take other surrounding neighbors. Here in the UK, there's a lot of help with the way cost of living is rising, so we get money for staying at home. I get over £300 off the government for staying at home, doing nothing. If you are being paid £300 to do nothing, that is exactly what we mean by government waste. You can't pay people to be unproductive. That's how you go financially broke. Your country will go broke. You'll lose all your millionaires. They'll go, we don't got enough money. We got to raise taxes. What can we do? 50% inheritance tax. Nobody will get mad at us for that. Well, yeah, except for the millionaires who are all flooding out of your country. And once that millionaire's gone, you collect $0 on them. You go from collecting some money on the millionaire to collecting nothing. You don't get a penny more because they're in Australia now, paying taxes to Australia. So it's a very dangerous concept. If you can just tax millionaires more, just raise it to 99%, right? It doesn't matter. The amount doesn't matter. Well, the amount does matter, obviously. That's why I bring that up. The amount matters a lot. And there's a point where you raise it so high that it's no longer effective. You've actually scared away the person that you're trying to gain taxes from. They're like, I think I got a better deal in Australia. I'm out of here. Watch the UK add a 50% tax for moving out of the country bill. Well, yeah, and California, one of our states, California, wanted to do something like that. They wanted to say, if you were in California, it doesn't matter what state you move to, you still owe California taxes. It's really crazy. One evolving snipe. You got it, man. This is for Nicholas Gruber. Your mom pays me with her £300. All right. Here we go. What we got? Avalug. Look at that guy. He's so, just kind of a hollow. Woo! There's no such thing as a free lunch. You always have to produce a good in order to pay for someone to be able to live. Here's Raymond Pulgarin. Hey, mister, can I get 3 Dragon Maids? Ooh, there's no magic money. 1, 2. Mister takes all my money. Take all my money. Here we are, Mr. Raymond. NGA says throw it out. I did, actually. You ready? Sneep. Oh, we got the Dragon Maids, man. All right, what we got? Yeah, I actually would like to live in the UK. I like the culture of the UK. Here we are. Look at this. I kind of like the cold and rainy weather, too. It doesn't bother me that much, to tell you the truth. Wow. Raymond Pulgarin pulling the booby girls. So, you ready? See what we got. Let's leave this up. Mr. Raymond with an R. UK food ain't that good. I'd be okay. I'd be all right. Can't be much worse than what I'm currently doing. There's like literally no restaurants out where I live. And at first, it's very annoying. You kind of get used to it. You just kind of go, I guess I don't need all those. Virgilio, Ryan, Richard Campos. UK food is like wartime food, as long as they have sardines. Yeah, as long as I can import sardines, I would say. Ruben Aguilar, Ricardo, Raphael, Raymond Pulgarin. Here we are. How nice. Let's see what's next. Arturo Perez. I need 1 pack snipe for a Minecraft piggy card. Oh, really? All right, Minecraft piggy. You ready? This is for Arturo Perez. Perez says, oh, yes. Beans on toast. To be honest, my wife would probably love that. She loves beans. Ah, no piggy. You got the witch. Wait, maybe you'd be a piggy in the commons. You got sheep. Oh, you got slime bot. Oh, it's a little piggy in the background. All right, that's close, though. My wife loves beans. She just constantly eats them. She constantly eats them and she doesn't fart. I don't understand it. Get out of my room. I'm playing Minecraft. Get out of my room. I'm playing Minecraft. There we go. Okay, and here's the polar bear. Very nice. Mr. Arturo with an A. All right. Girls don't fart, mister. That's why. Beans on toast is a big thing here in the UK. They have a weird, they have like a red bean paste that they have in Asian desserts. First time I had it, I was very surprised. I was like, wait, is a dessert made out of beans? I was like, it's a joke, right? I had it. There's so much sugar added to the beans that it is kind of sweet. It's kind of like a sweet beanie paste. Next up, we got Jan Marini Pakleb, 1 paradigm triggered. Bean paste sounds like the nastiest thing. Yeah, it's weird. It's kind of like a sticky bean paste. It has a slight bean flavor, but then it's like loaded with sugar. So it's very sweet, actually. Okay, and that's Omastar. If you ever come to the UK and Manchester area, holiday or immigration, I can show you around. Sounds good. I actually would very much like to go on a vacation to the UK. That's probably a top destination for me. I'd like to see Scotland, Ireland, and the UK. Really would like to see all those places. Here we are, Jan Marie. Actually, I was learning a lot about the sort of conflict in the Northern Ireland and Southern Ireland. A real interesting thing out there. Between the Catholics and the Protestants, the Loyalists. Chris Acevedo says, slap away the Chrome Ivysaur. Chrome Ivysaur. It's a pristine card. So cool. Here it is. Here we are, Chris Acevedo. Mute the other Mikey. Okay, give me a minute. The other Mikey's getting muted. There you go. It's very funny. Chris Acevedo. Slab away. Mexican food is so good. The Mad Lad did it. I really, really like this particular song that's playing. This one from the Nether. All right, here we go. November, Chris Acevedo. I remember the first time I heard it, I was like, wow, this is amazing. Ooh. All right. Yu-Gi-Oh! Card Shop. Hello, Mr. One Cosmic, One Fusion. You got it. This is for Yu-Gi-Oh! Card Shop. Wow, the table, so many cards have sold off of it. Wait, that's Steam Siege. So many cards have sold off of here. I'm really impressed. There we go. I think he meant Mikey Ultra Ball, LMAO. There's another Mikey? Sneep. Did I mute the wrong Mikey? What has happened? He meant the Mikey with the Ultra Ball. Oh my gosh. I didn't know. Wait, so are there 3 Mikeys? Joshua! Yay! New member. There are many Mikeys. Here's failings. All right, Yu-Gi-Oh! Card Shop, no luck. Meow says Rembrandt. Well, that Mikey was too chatty. He was a chatty Cathy. He was in the wrong place at the wrong time. What is the name of this song? I always look at it, I always forget it. It's called Nether Warmth. Wow, that's such a great song. I'm just going to play it a second time. You timed the Mikey that paid. All right. I need one of the moderators to mute the correct Mikey. They like me. They really, really like me. All right, what we got? What we got for sale today? Just had Taco Bell. Me no likey. It gave me a stomach ache. Did it really? How many of you guys experience the Taco Bell stomach ache stereotype? Is that a real thing? There we go. I remember one time I ate Taco Bell and it felt like I had an upset stomach. But when I thought about it, I realized it wasn't the Taco Bell. It was that I had eaten a large meal and then chugged like a gallon of Mountain Dew. You can't drink a gallon of Mountain Dew and feel fine with anything that you eat. It's just, that stuff's rotten for you. Rand says, I'm from Mexico, though. Yes, it really is. Oops, let's see. We don't have Taco Bell. I'm a male. I'm a man. I'm a he. Is that what you're trying to say? Okay, give me a minute. So this card is about $250. There we go. Whoa! Wow, I bought that card back in the day for $74. Wow. All right, Rocket Sneak Attack. Selling off some of my Team Rocket duplicates to help us move. It's high fiber meal. Most people are fiber deficient. That doesn't sound right, Derek. If you're a true American, you can drink and eat as much as you want of anything. Bloody Mary. All right, so let's see. Next up, we got Arturo. Mr. We need a timeout auction roll. Too many auction winners are not paying their auction wins. Yeah, Arturo, that was a problem we ran into before, and we just got rid of auctions as a result. That's a good idea. I like that, Arturo. We need to be able to hand out a... there needs to be a roll that removes you from auctions. Giovanni Bonaire, 40 to slab away. Okay, what's up, Giovanni? So this is at 200. I think that sets you right past the due, so you're fine again. There you go. And 4 Lost Origins. Yay! 1, 2, 3, 4. Only people that have paid slabs should be able to access auctions. Sneep. That's probably too extreme. Mister, how dare you? Mike said's really upset. I'm sorry. There we go. Radiant Steelix. This is for Giovanni Bonaire. You made Mikey angry. I'm sorry. I didn't know. That's a risk, Mikey. If you tell me, if your name is Mikey and you tell me to time out someone Mikey, I might accidentally time you out. Mister, you should listen to Rube Doe from Minecraft Best Nether Song. Is it like new? Okay, give me a moment. Giovanni Bonaire, where am I going to find your bag? They like me. They really, really like me. Silver Tempest releases this Friday. Yes, sir. We got a lot of it on the way. Hopefully it arrives relatively early. I think it's from the Nether update like 2 years ago. What was it called? Like Rubdo or something? Hold on. All right, I'll pause this one, and then we will play this one. Let's hear it. I'll turn all the way up. 60 people in the queue. No, that's not true at all. Okay, we're just looking for Giovanni, though. Garrett Giovanni DeConin. Timeout Mikey 619. Okay. Boop. Oh my God, you guys are like evil, man. By the way, you guys got to learn to do those donations on Streamlabs, because then 30% doesn't go to YouTube, and you could do a funny sound effect, like the moan sound effect or the take my money sound effect. Gilberto. Wow, Gilberto Cedillo's got a lot of cards over here. I wouldn't mind giving him a free shipping. Is this it? No, that's Giovanni Mendoza. God dang, dude. Let me create a new bag for you, I guess. Hold on, let me look. He doesn't mention having a bag. I'm going to go ahead and create a new bag for you, okay? There we go. Do you guys know how to use Streamlabs? There's a link to Streamlabs. Play Pigstep from Memecraft. Pigstep? I don't think I've heard that one. This is okay. This song, I'm listening to it. Yeah, I mean, this one isn't striking me as good as the other one. I think Warmth is actually a lot better than this. I make miniature dioramas and thing on my YouTube channel. Could I make something for you to have on stream? What's a diorama? Is that like Futurama? We have JS Pokestop. Can I please slab away that Charizard from the pricey slabs page? Yeah, we can do that. Let me think about it for a second. So he would be down here. Pigstep is the best. Ban TG maps. Wow, there's a lot of slabs in here. There it is. You're talking about that one? All right, so for Mr. John, we will put this in the slab away. And I tell you what, John, we'll skip the slab away fee. Pigstep's got nothing on Cat. All right, so, oops. So this would be 185 remains on it. There you go. Yay! Put 5 on the slab of your choice. Oh no, let's apply it all toward that Charizard. We'll get that Charizard paid off sooner. Oh, this gets louder. Paul Newman, I offer up ponies to Ran. Oh, okay, Mr. Paul. He says that a diorama is like a scene, like a cabin in the woods. Oh, cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Could you make a diorama of me spanking my monkey? There we go. All right, so this is for our bestie, Ran. He would like 5 ponies. No problem, John. Trying to save you a little money there, John. Sneap. Neep. I gotta help John make some monies. There we go. He goes, perhaps. I'm gonna spank my monkey. Mister, you watch other PokeTubers? No, I do not watch them at all. All right. I'll collaborate with their mom. What kind of monkey do you own? Let's see. Hold. What? Okay, weird. Okay. I mean, I thought the song was okay. Let me try listening to Warmth again. Oops. Pause that. So this is Warmth. And you've got Sweetie Belle. You did it! Ran. That's Sweetie Belle. That's the chase. Look at that. Ran pulled Sweetie Belle. That's an ultra rare. Wow, Ran really does love My Little Pony. My Little Pony. I think he wears My Little Pony pajamas at night. I think we better clip this one. Here's Ran M. Rand's going to clop his pony self. There we go. So now we've got Andrew Hyatt. 5 evolutions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is very expensive. I do not recommend opening up 5 evolution packs because that's when you pull the worst pulls. Minecraft and other music is all good. They nailed every song in my opinion. I really like this particular song. Some about it like appeals to me. Sleep. No, this one's really good. It sounds like you're being haunted almost, which is not a sound a lot of artists ever try to make. Growlithe. Oh, very good, Mr. Andrew. All right, so now you are set up to open the rest of the packs and not worry about what you pulled. Very good. Oh, Raichu. No, I really like this song. This song's way better than a lot of other musics I've heard. I don't know what it is. It just really, really appeals to me. Pichu. Oh my god. This is actually a very solid round right now. He just pulled Reverse Hollow Arcanine, Reverse Hollow Raichu. There we go. Mister, you and I are working Thanksgiving. Making that dough. Nothing wrong with that. Can anyone be a mod? Yeah, even Emo Kid is a pussy could be a mod. There's Nidoran. For $5, you can be a... well, no, it was $10. For $10, you can be a mod for a day. Doesn't matter who you are. Here we are. And that's Sandshrew. Wow. There we go. Not bad at all. Mr. Andrew Hyatt. Alex is laughing. Nidoran, Blastoise, Arcanine. Oh, so sexy, man. Wish you guys could see it in person. It's so good looking. Okay, let's get this into your bag. That was a great round. I did not expect it to go so well. You disappoint me, A. Perez, says Mary. Can I be mod? Cheese could not. There we go. Cheese can't be trusted. He's too stinky. Jesse Salinas, PSA 10 Sizzlipede. Okay, let's grab that Sizzlipede. 3 fusion strikes. Okay. Do you still grade cards? Yup, we grade a lot of cards. We got lots of cards queued up to grade. Mr. John helps us with the grading now. He does the encapsulation of the cards, and he takes pictures of them. Pretty soon, I might have John open up a TikTok account where he just posts a quick video of the best card getting encapsulated each day. I think that would be neat. There we go. I think we would need to buy him a stand and maybe an iPhone. I think I have an old iPhone. Here's Togedemaru. Look at that guy. All right, Jesse Salinas.
I'm stronger.
I'm smarter. I'm better.
I am better.
Ooh, what's this song? Ballad of the Cats. This is another really great Nether song. Okay, now we're refreshing. What time is it? 2:45. Andrew Hyatt says 2 Pokebras. Okay, Mr. Andrew. 1. Whoa! You pick up that Charmander too. Look at that Charmander, dude. 1, 2. All right. Very good. Thank you, Andrew. Oh, I actually really liked this song when you were wearing headphones because that little reverb point was like crazy. It gets so loud in your ear all of a sudden. And you're like, ooh, spooky. Hiker's back, bro. He got Hiker. Okay. Oh, he wants 5 Incanny Arcanny. Incandescent. That's what you mean. Okay, hold on. I must bend over for them and give them anything they want, or else I am racist, says Mary. Mary, could you stop being a huge racist? Thank you. Let's see what we got. There we go. Where do the immigrants primarily come from when it comes to Sweden? Here's Ho-Oh. Look at that Ho-Oh. Oh, look at this. Don't forget the cities with all the bombings. Immigrants get a lot of American immigrants. The Middle East. Oh, look at that. Full art Ho-Oh. Beautiful. Wow. Wow, that's so cool. That song's so neat. Did you guys know the guy who wrote this music, C418, he's Swedish? That's pretty neat. Here's Mewtwo. My sugar level is low. There we go. Mary, the best part about absorbing all the homeless people is that you get to pay for them when you go to work. Yay! That's the best part. As you know, one of the things that really excites people to go back to work and work lots of hard hours is to give all their money away to somebody else for them to not work. That's my favorite. All right, yippee, woohoo! That's such a sweet deal. There we go. And Notch was Swedish, but no one talks about him anymore. Notch was Swedish? I didn't know that. That makes perfect sense. That's why he knew C418. All right, Mr. Andrew. I love it when I give all my money away. Yay! All right, here we go. So many hobos in Portland, it's just gnarly. I want to be a hobo in Portland. Yay! I want to go to the Chad zone, or CHOP. What is this? Mr. Minecraft is Swedish. You're saying the whole game Minecraft takes place in Sweden? All right, I can't play Minecraft anymore. Minecraft was made by Swedish people. All right, let's see. Didn't they make like Angry Birds as well? Wow, that's actually kind of pricey. $55 for that. Always love paying for people who come to our country to disrespect our custom and country just to bomb it and make it a criminal country. Now, Mary, that's very racist of you. Now, that is a problem, though. Like, no matter who is your next door neighbor, doesn't matter who they are, what religion, what their skin color is, what their gender is, who they have sex with, what their job is. If you cannot feel like they won't commit crime, you can't live next to them, you know? And so if you have a place in Sweden now that has so much crime, it didn't before, but it has so much crime now that is called a no-go zone. You're just going to have political conflict, you're going to have racism, and it's all you got to do is not commit the crime. I was never so poor that I needed to rape someone or assault someone or murder someone. I would have steal maybe. I get that. But the assault and the murder and the raping, that doesn't make any sense. That is just someone who's criminal. That's it. And I know all about this difference between people because of my big family. I have 11 siblings, all from the same two parents. Some siblings were just more violent. There was no explanation for it. They just were. And you can have that experience with the people who you're living next to, and all you can do is get away from them. That's it. It's really unfortunate. I need to stop being so racist and spread my butt cheeks more. I don't know anymore. Of course you did, Aaron. You're caught on camera. We caught you, Aaron. All right, let's see what's next. Josh Stone. Is the Ho-Oh PSA 10 still available? I think so. Not in here. But I mean, a lot of the time when you say something like, I don't want crime. Here we are right here. 2017 Ho-Oh, $54, Mr. Josh Stone. If you say something like, I don't like crime, I don't want crime, I want to pass a bill that says cops got to stop criminals. That's one of the big things that's changed in 2020s. Cops stopping crime is racism. That's a big change. And I can't take it. I don't support that. Crime is crime is crime is crime. You can't steal. You can't assault people. You can't kill people. And if you do, you need to be gotten rid of. You need to go straight to jail, straight to the island. You know, we got to have a safe society. That is what a civilized society is. It's a society where even when times are hard, especially when times are hard, you're still civil to each other. If you're saying, I'm such an animal that anytime life gets hard, I have to go assault somebody, well then, you know, you're just saying that you're simply a product of your environment. And humans are supposed to be beyond that. Humans are supposed to have willpower and choice and say like, yeah, life sucks for me, but I'm not going to shoot up a school today. And so I don't know what's changing in people or why people are becoming so crummy, but it makes me want to move far, far away. You know what I mean? I want to move with like a group of people that would never do that. And that's how nations are formed. That's how groups are formed. The British, the French, the German. How did these groups come about? It's not like some pure strain of genes just for one group. These groups formed with all kinds of mixing and all kinds of moving around over huge periods of time. But what really happened is they started to identify as a particular group with a particular set of values. And those values are the society. And I wish that our society valued civility still. Jason McHenry says, I'll take one jobless. It feels like what our society values today is drugs and violence. One AOT, Volume 1. Okay, let's see. And feeling very guilty about everything. There have been the same guy 3 times who's arrested for trying to attack people with an axe at McDonald's. Released the next day every time. Yeah, well, that's criminal reform. You can vote on this. We're having the midterm elections. That was the criminal reform that the left is talking about. You go to jail, they go, oh, you're poor? All right, there you go. You're right back out. And then you just recommit the crime because you're the kind of person who commits a crime. It has nothing to do with your wealth sometimes. Sometimes it's just you. All right, let's get some more of this AOT. Here we are. Ooh. All right. I'm all for sinning, says Ross. I like certain kinds of sinning. The sexy kinds. I'm an immigrant, Mary. Bend over. Mary, thank you for your service. I think that there's going to be a rise of nationality in young people because young people will see that globalist ideas are not working very well. Ideas like, oh, it's not your social values, it's not the values of your nation that stops a person from assault and murder. It's just that you haven't given them enough of your money. You haven't had enough socialism to stop the violence. You got to pay to stop the violence. That sort of idea, it does work on some people for a little while. I think eventually it stops working. And people go, I don't want to live this way. I want to live free of this. I want to move far away from this. I'm going to go be around people who are like myself. People who don't want to commit crazy assaults and murder. All right, what we got? Oh, wow. Sorry, Jason, 2 hollows. Boop. All right. Let's see. James G. Jason McHenry. I just want to hang out with people who love Pokemon cards all day. Andrea Navarra. One Attack on Titan, Volume 1. Oh, funny enough, we just had that set. Here we are. And Mister, if I were to grade another card with you, could I give you the timestamp? Excuse me, through PayPal, and for a card that may be like almost a month old. Also, what time do you normally stream on Tuesday? Because it's my birthday. I was hoping to place a semi-large order that day, and you are an hour ahead, +2 for the charity slab. Whew. All right, give me a minute. Andrea Navarro donates $2 to the charity slab. There we go. Thanks, man. So let's open this up and then we'll talk about your message. So you say you want to share a timestamp through PayPal. I presume this is because you don't want to do Discord. I feel like it would just be better for you to learn the Discord. I would have to go create a posting for you. Oh, that's getting real loud. Is this that same song? Yeah, Rubdo. It's kind of cool. It's not bad. Turn it down a little bit. All right, toss this over here. So, I think it would be better for you to get the timestamp up on Discord. If I did it for each person, it would just make this job really confusing a lot, I think. You know, you would have to share like a link with me in the message, and then you'd have to share the time, and then I'd have to go create a Discord message for you. And then every time you wanted a QR code, I'd have to do that and do it through PayPal. I think the best way is just to direct people to head over to Discord. If you've never opened an account over there, it's really simple. And the app is my favorite social media easily is Discord. That's where I talk to everyone. I use it more than Instagram, more than TikTok, more than, you know, everything else. Don't send them to an island because that will cost more. Just make jail infrastructure cheap, less on the taxpayer, and justice for criminal. Would it really cost more to send them to an island? Maybe you're right. Maybe the transportation. But, you know, this is why I don't like, though. When you get a guy who gets life in jail for like 30 years, and he lives there for 30 years, you pay for this guy's apartment, basically. The jail cell is an apartment. He needs food, water, sometimes medicine, sometimes air conditioning, some don't air condition. And he's living in there, and yeah, he just lives there for a really long time and you pay for it and he doesn't do anything productive. It would be easy to just send him off to some nowhere land and be like, all right, go eat berries and nuts or something. All right, Andrea, let's find your bag. I don't know if what you're saying is true. I don't know if what you're saying that it would cost more to send them to an island. I would need some evidence that that does cost more. I just don't want to pay welfare to horrible criminals. You know, the guys who get life are always murderers, right? It's always somebody who's committed murder. and I don't want to pay welfare to that. You know, I don't think it's heartless to not want to pay welfare to that. I think the government should take my money and give it to somebody who needs welfare, who's a nice person, who I like and they like me. What are your comments on Indians? You mean like Native Americans or like the country India? I don't have any comment on them. They're fine. My wife works with a lot of Indians from India, and she loves them, and she loves Indian food. She says they're real articulate and smart. She would joke sometimes that the Indians are more intelligent than Americans. They speak better, and they're engineers, so they're quite intelligent. But if you're talking about Native Americans, I'm sad they removed the girl from Land O'Lakes. I don't have anything else to say about them. There's the Osage tribe is opening up a $60 million casino out here in Lake of the Ozarks. I'm excited for that. I'm an Indian from the UK. Oh, very cool, man. I saw an Indian family grab food from a food buffet with their hands. That's the way to do it. I'm your favorite Indian. Oh, very cool, man. All right, let's see. Mr. Joe Harris says, grade that full art blonde girl and 2 more sneaker bunko. You got it, man. Okay. I know what you're talking about. That was a great pull. I was very upset, says Arturo. All right. So you're talking about that full art you pulled. Very nice. I'm 48% native. There we go. You know, I don't hear about Native Americans in the news very often. Yeah, I don't know any interesting facts about them. Mary says, I'm 99% racist. I thought you were 50% pony, Rand. Love full artwork. Ooh, wow. Holy hoochie mummies. All right. I'm going to say Joe Harris. 11.22. Sneap ponies. I would never. Rand, you're sick. How could you sneap your own kind? There we go. Okay, and then he said he wanted 2 more of these, right? So let's see. 2 more sneaker bunko. I hate everyone and everything that isn't me. Here we go. Rand is a pony racist. I feel like the point of a country or a nation is to sort of filter through people. You're trying to bring all the smartest and the hardest working people together, and you're trying to avoid absorbing all the least productive, most troubling people. That's the goal of a country. That's the goal of a nation. It's basically to filter people in and out of it. And so, for example, a country would want to absorb Elon Musk from South Africa. That's a perfect example. You're supposed to be grabbing that guy. That's what makes your country a great place, is a guy like Elon Musk. And he's just happens to be the most prolific. Whole bunch of productive guys just like him. They're out there building skyscrapers, building warehouses, building manufacturing centers, building new products, managing finances, right? So those guys are real important. They hand out tons of jobs, tons of middle-class jobs, upper middle-class jobs. They make investors wealthy. Your mom and your grandma and your grandpa invest in his company, and then they live off the dividends when they're real old. You know, all these things are really important. And then you have the opposite of that. Let's say you have like a drug gang member and they go around doing drugs and selling drugs. And they get into turf wars where they shoot at each other, and then somebody who was not even involved gets shot by accident. And that is the exact opposite of what you want to absorb into your country. Why would anyone want to absorb any mafia members or gang members from any country anywhere? And so that's your job as a country. It's just kind of filter people in and out. People who are real productive, bring them all in. People who are real destructive, push them all out. That's what you would want to do. All right, Rand. Did I say Rand? I mean Joe Harris. Here we are. All right. Here we go. All right. Aaron Bradley Gordon, Topps Bulbasaur. You got it. Where's that Topps Bulbasaur? You mean Topps Ivysaur? I think he might have meant Topps Ivysaur. He says, sure. That was a Ivysaur. Let's go ahead and get your name on it. I don't think there was a Bulbasaur. There we go. Yes, because the people that you bring into your country, they become the private sector, and then they take their capital and they build something with their capital. Now, you could have the government build something with capital that it printed or capital that it taxed from its people, but then what are the people doing to produce those taxes or to be able to absorb that inflation, right? So it's better to have a very strong private sector than to think that the government can outsmart somebody who's playing the capitalism game and rising to the top through their merit, right? All right. Regilio Torres. Hello, I have a bag. Can I get 3 Astral Radiances? Heck yeah. Here we are. I feel like one of the evidences that just throwing money at people who are struggling is not a solution. We've given crazy amounts of charity to places like Africa, for example, to help them with poverty, and it has never, ever solved their long-term problems. They're still a real struggling nation. I feel like charity doesn't really solve, it's the whole teach a man to fish problem, isn't it? So you can't just throw money at people, which is the whole giving them a fish they eat for a day. You got to build infrastructure and you got to teach people, and you have to actually really make large sacrifices is the truth. You have to make large altruistic sacrifices of your life's time to sort of develop a place. Develop is the key word. So a place needs to be developed. The people need to be developed. And yeah, so you've got a lot of immigration from poor countries into wealthy countries. That's the big thing in 2020, isn't it? So how you vote is going to be on the subject of immigration over and over again. Regilio, Mr. Regilio, let's find your bag. Oh, hold on, not in here. It's gonna be over here. Oh, Regilio, Mr. Eddie's Rand's Dunkel. His Dunkel? Should you be able to buy prisoners? What would you be buying them for? To work your cotton farm? What does that even mean? Should you be able to buy prisoners? Yeah, to do what? Same time, all combined millionaires and billionaires don't need 44% of the world's wealth. Well, you don't understand. They created that wealth out of nothing. And this is something a lot of people don't understand. They think that money is like, people don't have a true understanding of the concept of money. So today, in 2022, I'm wealthier than a king is the truth. Why? Because I have the internet, I have advanced medical care, I have my vehicle, I can look at naked women on the internet, I can play video games on the internet, I can have all kinds of interesting toys and food and have it delivered to me. These were all things kings couldn't live with. I got refrigeration, I've got air conditioning. So these were all products that were invented. The real reason you have millionaires and billionaires is because they invent something, and they invent something so good that millions or billions of people willingly, voluntarily, they buy it because it improves the quality of their life. So the wealth has actually been created. Your life has been improved because you got cheap flat screen TVs and Xboxes. You could have never designed that on your own. No way. You would have never made that on your own in a million years. You know what I mean? Like when you look at a computer, like here's a computer over here, right? When you look at a computer and then you go outside and you kick some dirt around and you say, some guy took this dirt and turned it into a computer, it's almost like mind-blowing. Like, how is this even possible? I can send you a message on my cell phone and you receive it in mere seconds after I send it. It's like magic. It's so incredible how fast it is. And it was all done through innovation and design and ultimately through sacrifice. So these guys come in and they invent this product that you voluntarily purchase. See, you want to purchase it because it improves the quality of your life. And then that person, because everyone wanted the thing he was selling, because he invented something so good, billions of people want to buy it, he becomes a billionaire. And then you get mad at him because he's so rich. But he's only that rich because he contributed that much. He contributed something that changed the lives of billions of people. But all you see is the money he has. And you go, well, you got all the wealth. And that's because those words are like tricks that the socialists use on you to make you think that, well, that money should be mine. I should get to have the product he made and the money he made. No, that's stupid. So if you don't think Elon Musk should get to be a billionaire, well, no vehicles for you then. You just don't get to have them. So he can't have his money, but you can't have his vehicle. You can't have your Xbox or your PlayStation, but Bill Gates and the Sony guy can't have their money. So just start to remove all the stuff from your life that made those guys billionaires, and then I will agree with you that they shouldn't be allowed to be so wealthy. Okay, you see what I'm saying? All right, so next we have Andrew Hyatt. Express grade that Zard. You got it, Andrew. All right. They control all the wealth. What really happened was they built something that everyone wanted to buy. You could too. You could build something that everyone wants to buy. It's really up to you. You got to wake up and go make it. Go make it happen. You want to be a billionaire, go make a product a billion people want to purchase. You could be a billionaire. You just have to do that little thing. All right, you got it, Andrew. It's so easy. Here we are. Yeah, the Apple guy, Steve Jobs, he'd be a super billionaire, I'm sure, but he passed away from cancer. People would be mad at him. You'd have Bernie Sanders. By the way, Bernie Sanders has not contributed anything to your life. He didn't build anything that you actually use other than outrage. And he stands up there and he says, the billion or the 1% or the 12% or the 14. And he lives in mansions, by the way. So Bernie Sanders, he owns like 4 or 5 mansions. He hasn't built anything to improve the quality of your particular life. And he just gets mad at these guys. He's got all the 10% or the 12%. Right? So that's what he's always talking about. And you go, yeah, wait a second. That's right. They do have all the money because they made all the things that we all enjoy. It's literally the difference between a first world and a third world country. These guys who made all the money, they made it so you live in a first world country. And if you like that, you should hope that there's many more of them. Next up, we've got Mr. Josh Stone, 5 astrals. You got it, Josh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so when I see the billionaire's wealth, I just think that's the sign that they've changed the world. Tesla's changing the world. Sneap. Microsoft changing the world. Apple changing the world. Everyone has the same 24 hours. Make something yourself, keep pushing, keep trying. Yeah, well, like I said, go make a product that all the billions of people want to buy, and you'll be a billionaire too. Then you start to understand how that money's made. You go, oh, that's actually really difficult. Now it's starting to make sense. Make a product 1 billion people are going to buy. I couldn't make a product that 10 people are going to buy. I could make like a macaroni and glitter Christmas card. Here's Adam Man. Wow. He's so fashionista. He's so dramatic. Here's Growlithe. And Reggie Rock. That's for Josh Stone. Thank you, Josh. All right, Josh. What I don't like is when really rich guys try to really affect the outcomes of politics. That does annoy me. Like, if you're living in California and there's an election going on in Georgia, all your money from California should stay in California. Only local money should be used in the local politics. And that should be true for every state. So if you're in New York, no money from Texas should be going into New York to help your opponent. That's silly. Why would anyone accept that? So that should definitely be stopped right away. Only local money should be used for the politics. Josh Stone. And that's a really great subject because we're having our elections this Tuesday, guy. Midterms is this Tuesday. So we are really about to see a big political shift. It could occur this Tuesday. Josh, did you need a new bag? Check up here real fast, Josh. I don't know about this music, too. This music is too, it's like wavy or something. Want help taking photos. What's up, Rebby? All right. Photos? There we go. There's just luck and some work and who you know. I do think luck helps a little bit. It can help a little bit, but not much. In the end, to truly make a great product and to truly make a great team and a great production facility, that's not luck. That's all skill. It's all skill and sacrifice. You know, Elon Musk, he didn't make most of his products by luck. Yeah, I was just coding and then by some luck, I made PayPal. You know what I mean? All right, Josh. Josh says yes. Josh, are you saying yes, you have a bag? Let's keep looking for Josh's bag then. I don't know if he's saying yes, I need a new bag or yes, I have a bag. Joseph White. Mr. I'm okay. Life has been hard, but I'm pushing through it. Rebby, I'm sorry to hear that. One thing about life is it's always changing. So that is a complicated part of life. And I wish it wasn't that way, especially when life is good. When life's real good, I get nervous. I like to think about the future a lot. I like to think about 10 years, 20 years, 30 years ahead of time. And so anytime life is really good, I get this anxiety that one day it won't be that good anymore. All right, Josh, I didn't find a bag. I'm going to give you this new one, okay? There we go. So I hope things go better for you soon. All right. You have to be able to find some kind of meaning in your suffering. I feel like that's what all the religions actually did. You know, I feel like I'm reaching a point in life where I'm starting to appreciate religions more, even though I'm not religious. It's like, I get it. A lot of religious concepts were built around this survivability, but religions tend to go beyond survivalism and into sort of like this concept of transcending yourself, and they always turn into like a greater good. And I feel like, I don't know if you truly believe there's no God, is there a value to that from a survival perspective? I don't know. I'm not sure, but it's maybe there is. Like maybe it creates a greater society or something like that, so there's a sort of social value to it. I'm not sure. Josh Stone says the PSA 10. Oh, you got it. Where'd I put it? Did I put it back over here? Oh, yes, I did. Aha. But yeah, so if you're suffering a lot, sometimes you have to find some way to let the suffering. Sometimes you have to think of life in a greater point of view where meaning and purpose and whatever you might even call it, like progress, it like transcends beyond you and into everyone. All right. And that's really important to understand, because eventually we all have to pass away. We all have to lose our loved ones. So any happy relationship you have now has to end eventually, because your loved one will die or you will die. And so being able to accept that and sort of like see beyond your selfish needs and into the greater, the greater existence of humans is an important skill. And that is essentially the work of religions, isn't it? All religions work on that same concept. All right. Well, it looks like we are out of orders. Gratitude sometimes humbles me down. Also, writing gratitude, realizing there's so much more good happening than I realize. Yeah, I agree. I think you find that with people who are victims of crime or people who are victims of tragedy, maybe they become like paralyzed from the neck down, and you think they would become like suicidal basically, but you figure out instead that as a person they like maybe they like evolve a little bit or something, you know what I mean? Like they become more appreciative of the world and they become more philosophical. So I feel like that's definitely what happens. And yes, the older you get and the more problems you run into, the more you experience it, I think. Anyways, I'm ready to hop off. I have heart issues due to high salt intake and stress from going to work, so I don't need to be a high achiever. I'm happy where I'm at. Yeah, definitely. That's another thing. So like Arturo, you know, I talk about, oh, these billionaires and, oh, you just have to invent a billionaire product. You definitely don't have to invent a billionaire product. But I would, you know, so like me personally, I could try to expand the work that I'm doing, or I can just be like, this is enough. You know what I mean? So that's my point is, for whatever reason, nature has churned out a guy like Elon Musk who just loves to be super crazy productive. And instead of being mad at him for being that way, you can say, well, maybe I should be that way. And if you don't want to be that way, well, then just accept your position in the world. And I mean, even if you're below average or average, you just be like, yeah, I'm average. And then just relax. Like, who cares? Why all the constant social comparison and the hierarchy? You constantly compare yourself to somebody else, and it would just stress you out and make you unhappy. You'll never be the best. Very rare to be the best if you think about it statistically. It's like all this worrying and stress and all this is too much. So I don't even, you know, see, I've thought about all this stuff. I don't worry about it anymore. And I don't get mad at billionaires. I get mad when they're like taking their money to try and manipulate outcomes in politics. I still don't like that. But when they make their money, I don't mind. They can make their money. Mary says, I have a really serious question. I'm a PSA 10, mister. Hey, everyone's a PSA 10 in their own mind. And so in a way you are. Did you fail No Nut November? Actually, I'm succeeding in Never Stop Nutting November. All right, guys, I'm hopping off. I'll see you later. Yay, I'll be on for Monday. Yay!